Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green. So are they still together or parting ways? Rumors of a breakup have been circulating for weeks, ever since Megan was spotted around town without her engagement ring.
I can't imagine why the hottest woman in the world right now would want to leave a washed up, really, to call him a has-been when some people would say he's never been, Terry. How can he be a has-been if you've never been? Has Brian Austin Green, has he been, Terry?
Well, yes, he has been.
Then he would qualify possibly as a has-been since he's been.
Yes.
I get it. All right. Well, that's very generous of you to say that he, being one of the cast members of 90210 and really not done that much else that I can think of,
right,
that alone is considering him a man who has been.
Correct.
But then you still got the status of him being a has-been and her being one of the hottest women in the world, Terry.
It's better to have been than never to have been at all.
Oh, geez.
Rumors of a breakup have been circulating for weeks, ever since Megan was spotted around town without her engagement ring.
Oh, yeah.
But the former 90210 actor insists, TV Guide, they are solid. Brian adds that, quote, "We have tattoos of each other's names."
Oh, well, then how can you break up? No people who have ever gotten someone else's name tattooed on them ever broke up. That makes it a binding contract for life.
Right.
So,
What difference does it make?
Will they ultimately get married?
No.
Have to wait and see. It's part of the fun of life.
Now, you think she's still the hottest woman out there, right?
More or less, yeah. Unless you want to suggest someone hotter.
Well,
yeah,
no, I just...
definitely in the top 3.
Okay, well, I
actually was reading something during my vacation that indicated, what did it say, in the movie Transformers that put her on the map. The director of Transformers made her actually put on weight so that he would cast her in the role. Wow. Normally, she's even thinner than she showed herself to be in the movie Transformers. He
really?
had an agreement with her that she would put on weight if he gave her the part.
Wow. How much weight? Because she was still teeny.
Pound and a half.
Seriously, she was still small.
That's right. Quite the struggle for her. He's like, yeah, take one more bite. Okay, good. Now you got the part. No, I don't know. They didn't indicate how much weight it was. Probably, I would imagine, about 10 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm sure if she's, about 115, 10 pounds?
That's quite a bit.
Is asking a little bit of her.
Yep.
But she was more than happy to make it happen. And
good move for her.
The director was satisfied that he had his wishes taken care of by her. I'm not talking about the 10-pound wish anymore. And he cast her in the role. And it's made her a real mega superstar in the female Hollywood world right now.
Yep.
Because she was so good in the part.
Amazing.
She was an amazing actress, and we all saw that for our very own eyes and ears and all the other senses that took place in enjoying her on the big screen there.
Yeah, she made you believe that she was surprised she saw a semi-truck turn into a robot.
That's right.
She made us all believe
Very
that.
convincing.
Yes.
Even Meryl Streep was sitting back with amazement.
How did you do it, Megan? How did you? What's your secret?
What was her last movie besides Transformers?
Yeah, there aren't going to be any more.
Yeah, I'm not expecting many down the pipe. But anyway,
Wow.
Transformers is pretty much all she's got right now. If she's been in something else since then, it doesn't stand out in my mind. I'm sure she's had maybe one movie since then, but nothing spectacular.
Well, she was, there was those topless pictures of her that surfaced. That was from a movie scene.
Well, I keep running that through my head like a movie. So, yeah.
But that was from some movie. So, yeah, she is filming something right now or just finished filming.
She's doing work. She's working, but she'll forever be known until something dramatic happens as the babe in Transformers who kind of caught us all off guard on how hot she was.
Right.
But just a little footnote, little nugget. The director made her put on some extra pounds for the role. He thought she was too, in her words, I think the word in the article was scrawny. He thought she was too scrawny.
Wow.
Okay.
She's a little scrawny still in the movie.
So for all those out there complaining about how Hollywood portrays the skinny, bony-looking figure as the ideal, well, here's a director who did the opposite.
Wow.
Well, a lot of women wouldn't know when to stop, though, I don't think. Oh, he said to put on some weight. I'm going to keep going. Watch this.
Bring on the Krispy Kremes.
That's right. Most women don't need an excuse.
Well, she apparently knew when to stop because she couldn't have looked any better in the movie.
And what is she doing dating Brian Austin Green or being engaged to the has-been that he is?
That is still a great question, what she's doing.
Honest.
Brian Austin Green has a history of getting some really hot women, though.
Yeah, he does.
He's not a bad-looking guy, right, if I remember?
No, he's not.
He's not a bad-looking guy, but there are a lot of good-looking guys in the Hollywood and just the general world. Why he keeps getting hot-ass women, I think it just basically comes down to what we're all thinking, and no one said thus far. He's got a really big schlong.
I'm not seeing it. Not picturing it.
You're not picturing it, which makes it that much more of a secret weapon there.
That's not why. He's a good-looking guy.
I guarantee you he's not Mr. Stubby. All right? He's not getting all these hot women.
You guarantee me?
Yes. That has to be part of the equation. Maybe that's not the only reason. I would agree with that. That's not the end-all reason as to why he keeps getting hot woman after hot woman when he really is kind of a floundering actor, B actor at best, even in his heyday. And yet I can go over a list of women that he's dated and run through, and it's very impressive. Very impressive.
I can't think of another
Ian
one.
Ziering sitting back going, what the hell?
Yeah, his wife left him pretty
Right.
quick, too.
Jason Priestley sitting back going, I was the good-looking one from the show. What the hell's going on here? Very impressive resume of women, and not any stronger than the one he's currently with, a Megan, a W, a Fox.
Right.
What else is going on in the world, Terry?
Something pretty interesting here. It seems that the medication used to treat restless leg syndrome, which is Mirapex and Requip.
That's the name of the medication?
Yeah, Mirapex. And then there's
I think I've heard of that.
Requip.
All right.
Is the second one.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently it could turn you into a real chronic masturbator.
Oh, well, I must have the most irritable leg syndrome. What is it called?
No, restless.
Restless leg syndrome?
Yes.
You're trying to combine two.
Yeah, you are.
Well, they're discovering one of the medicine's side effects is that it can make you a chronic masturbator?
Yeah, it's like sends you to the extreme.
I've never heard of that side effect.
Yes.
And yet I've been suffering from it all my life. I must have the most irritable legs in the world.
Not irritable, restless.
Restless
That's
legs
the
in
same
the world.
thing, right? Irritable
No.
Restless leg syndrome.
I don't
thing,
know.
is it?
Yes.
Biggest cockamamie disease I've ever heard in my life.
I agree with
I
you.
got restless leg syndrome. I got to get medication quick. Now I can't stop jerking the gherkin. What am I going to do
If
here?
your legs are moving too much, stop moving them.
Exactly. And if your legs are moving so much,
Jeez.
obviously that's nature's way of deciding how your body's supposed to be. You're going to get medicine to stop your legs? Have you ever heard of anyone having this restless
I've
leg
seen
syndrome?
the commercials.
It's seeming to surface more and more recently.
Everyone wants a disease.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like lactose
'Cause they-
intolerant.
they-
I'm so lactose. I'm so special.
It's like ADD. Everyone has times where their attention is low, but we now have to consider ourselves with a disorder.
Yeah.
From the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke.
It gives people attention and makes them feel special.
So irritable leg syndrome is a real disease.
Yes, it's a neurological disorder characterized by unpleasant sensations in the legs and an uncontrollable urge to move when at rest.
But now they're discovering. So it's
That's
mostly
it.
in your sleep. You just start kicking with the Jimmy leg thing, or what?
Yeah, I think it's like that.
In an effort, yeah.
So get separate beds. Get twin beds for you and your significant other, and do it in one bed, and then go to sleep, and one goes to the other bed. I don't know.
It also says that RLS sensations are often described by people.
RLS.
Yeah.
Every good disease needs a little acronym, a little shortening.
Right.
RLS. What about RLS, Terry?
Are often described by people as burning, creeping, tugging, or like insects crawling inside the legs.
Oh, you don't know from tugging until you start taking the medication. So they're discovering that the remedy to RLS,
Yes, it's a prescription drug.
one of the side effects. Are we going to see this on the commercial? Because you know they always talk about the side effects on commercials. They're going to say, may cause chronic masturbation.
I don't
Can they
know.
do that during daytime television? They're discovering one of the side effects to the medicine that helps you with restless leg syndrome is chronic masturbation.
Yes.
Wow. Now, what is the definition of I know chronic just means kind of like ongoing. But if you're going to tell me that this medicine causes chronic masturbation, can they put a number on what chronic would mean? How many times do you have to masturbate during a particular day for it to be truly chronic masturbation and the side effect has inflicted itself on you?
I would love to know.
Do you have to do it like...
Give me a hard number.
Yeah. We still talking about side effects?
6.5.
Do you have to do it 6.5 times during the day for it to be truly a chronic situation, or what?
Who does it half, by the way? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Well, then you hear the wife jiggle the keys.
Oh, that makes sense now. It all makes sense. You're right.
Am I a chronic person myself without even taking the medicine is what I want to know. What is chronic?
I think for you, yes. Chronic? As much as you do it.
No, I'm a world record setter here.
Right.
I'm not just chronic.
You're not just chronic. Let's see. From about.com.
Yes.
The term chronic masturbation isn't strictly speaking a medical or psychological one.
You're looking up chronic masturbation?
Yeah. You wanted to know the definition.
So do you think if your wife knew how much that you did it, she would think you're chronic? I mean, she doesn't know exactly. I mean, she knows you do it, but not the amount, right?
My wife doesn't know the exact amount of times that I do it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't sit around making phone calls to my wife at the grocery store saying, yeah, I just did it again, honey. Just wanted to inform you.
All right, I understand.
And if you slow your roll down in the frozen food section, I can get one more in before you come home.
So if you asked her and she had to answer honestly, how many times would she say her husband
I don't think
does it a week?
any woman out there knows how many times. If her man is the masturbating type, I don't think she'll ever really know how often he does it, because why would you inform your girlfriend or your wife every time you do it?
You ever had the discussion?
Shoot up a flare. There he goes again.
Got a whole fireworks
Would she say
display
every
going
day?
in the air.
More the kind of thing you keep to yourself.
Would she say he does it every day?
Would my wife think that I do it every day? I don't do it every day.
Come on.
There are some days I do it 3 or 4 times. I mean, on the average, I do it every day, but there are some days I do it maybe 3 or 4 times a day. There are some days I go without doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
How many times a week?
Well, I mean, on mandatory sex night, there's really no reason. Unless I want to make sure I last long.
But you have before, right?
Because you last long when you do it like that. What's that now? What was the question? So
she doesn't know the level of patheticism that's involved with it.
Wow.
I just answered your question by saying I don't think any woman who's got a boyfriend or a husband who's the self-gratifying type truly knows the accurate number of times that her man is doing that.
Okay.
Why would she? Would the man go about informing her? Because normally you would do it when your girlfriend's not around.
Normally, yes.
All right? Unless that's something you're into and you want to work it into part of the sexual fun.
I'm going to pass. That's the world's colliding for me.
Okay. So normally you would do it when your girlfriend or wife's not around. In your case, your wife.
Yeah, my wife's not usually into girl-on-girl movies.
Would you? Okay, so she's out. Do you call her at work? Do you call her in the middle of her
she has an idea
third grade class to tell her you just fired one off? Or
Sometimes,
what?
yes. Right during show and tell. It's a big day for the kids. No, but she has an idea.
Doesn't that answer your own question?
But she has an idea. I mean,
all right, well, there's a difference between having an idea and truly knowing.
Okay.
I think my wife has an idea. She has a ballpark kind of figure as to, if you were to confront her, how many times do you think your husband did it this week? I think she would have an idea.
She would be within 5?
Would she be within 5?
And then wait. And then once you actually
500?
Nowhere near.
No, but once she actually found out exactly how much,
would she be startled?
Yeah. Would she be surprised? Would she be like, or would she be like, yeah, whatever, yeah, that doesn't
She'd
surprise
be like,
me.
yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, right. With the roll.
Masturbating dope.
So then she does kind of have an idea. If she says sounds about right.
Idea. I don't think anything would startle her.
Right.
Yeah. If anything, she may overshoot.
Whoa. Sort of like on a keyboard.
Sorry.
Gosh. At all.
Overshot the keyboard right to the screen. Yes. Well, those who have irritable leg or bowel syndrome that's taking
not bowel, just restless.
Specific medication. How can a medicine make you want to have a self-gratifying moment more than you ordinarily would?
Well, apparently these drugs...
I've never been the type, but all of a sudden my legs are perfectly fine now, but boy, do I want to go to a darkened bathroom.
Yeah, boy, are my hands restless. Here they go again.
Because apparently these drugs...
My hands are restless and I need someplace to put it. Oh, this feels good.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't get it. How can it cause masturbation?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Ridiculous.
And it's kind of long.
Ridiculous.
It's kind of long. But both drugs help mimic the effects of a chemical in the brain called dopamine.
Oh.
And then, so when people take these drugs, their brain releases so much dopamine, so it's like over the top.
I'm offended by that term. That it's dopamine that causes you to feel the need to gratify yourself.
Well, but that's what dopamine does. It's released in our brains as a pleasure response.
I've been called dope more than enough times in my life. I don't need it any more than I have to hear.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah.
Dopamine?
It's a pleasure thing.
Yeah. Okay, I know what dopamine is. Okay, wonderful. I was just trying to be funny. Obviously, I missed it. Anyway, so there is a true clinical reason as to why this particular drug has a side effect that is truly, it's no joke.
Right.
One that everyone needs to be aware of. If you're treating yourself for restless leg syndrome, you have to be completely aware that you could become a chronic masturbator. Wouldn't you rather have the restless leg syndrome back?
I don't.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to get any work done, boss. I'm trying to treat my legs, and I have to pretty much leave my cubicle about 9 times a day.
Well, what's more pleasurable?
9 times a day.
What's more pleasurable,
That's
though?
what I'm asking. What's chronic? How many times is chronic?
I would love a hard number.
Use some chronic right about now.
I would say 4 times back to back every day.
Back to back?
Well,
that matters. So if you spread four
so
times out.
if it's not 3 times a day, it's not considered chronic. It wouldn't qualify as the side effect.
Well, like once in the morning, afternoon, or nighttime action.
All right, well, whatever. Whatever the toe, whenever you do it, as long as it has to be at least 3 times a day for it to be chronic.
Chronic means something that lasts a long time. A condition that is easily resolved.
Hello.
I know that, but
we're also.
What they're really shade of graying it with this term, calling it chronic masturbation. I want to know how many times you have to be doing it in order for you to feel like, okay, I have the side effect.
Several
no, let's not
times
say
a day.
several. I want to know a number.
Hard number.
5 times a day.
Vinnie the Pooh said 3. I think he's more right. If you're doing it 3 times, then
every
truly
day,
you can rest assured that the side effect has hit you.
But the thing is that what's more pleasurable, the chronic masturbation or the restless leg syndrome?
I would go with the chronic masturbation.
Okay, so why would you want the restless leg syndrome back?
Because the chronic masturbation could be distracting to your day. As I said, if you're working in a cubicle and you have to tell your boss, I got nothing done today because I'm treating my restless leg syndrome, he may not buy that.
But you can excuse yourself into the bathroom really quick and do your thing, right?
Yeah, if you do it 9 times, though, you may not get as much work done than before you started treating your restless leg syndrome. I liked you better when your legs were kicking your fellow employees, but you were getting work done.
Yeah, you buy shin guards for everybody in the office. They're in good shape.
Shin guards, bro.
Restless leg syndrome. I got people calling in who have it.
No one has it ever. Come on.
Aaron has it. Aaron, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You have restless leg syndrome?
Wow.
Yeah, I've never been diagnosed with it or anything, but it makes me want to get diagnosed so I can take this medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You don't need the medicine. If it makes you feel like you need an excuse to do what you've always longed to do, then fine. Go start taking the medicine. So you can say, well, I really can't help it. I'm not really the masturbating type, but hey, I'm up against it.
Remember, there are other side effects besides the chronic masturbation.
Oh,
No, it's a real thing, though, T-Man.
Well, dry mouth isn't as big a deal when you're talking about chronic masturbation.
I know.
Jeez.
Isn't every medicine one of the side effects always dry mouth or
It's
something
always
like that?
diarrhea, too, for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know why. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is diarrhea in spooch form, so what's the big deal?
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, this is all...
Even right.
Aaron, what happens to your legs when you're undergoing one of your bouts of restless leg syndrome?
Well, it usually happens at night, and you get this like creepy crawling feeling in your legs. You want to get up and walk around and get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. So
it's nothing while it's sleeping. I don't know anything about that.
It detracts from your ability to get a good night's sleep.
Right.
Well, no, it doesn't happen when you're asleep. It just happens at night. So you have the feeling like you want to get up and walk around and move.
It inhibits you from getting a good night's sleep because you're all feeling uncomfortable and you're not able to fall asleep, which compounds multiple problems now of not getting enough rest and being able to attack your day with vim and vigor and all that other good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's fair to say, yeah.
Okay. So have you ever thought of, well, not until today, of getting treated or no?
No. It's not that annoying. Like
you're able to tolerate it.
But some people, I'm sure, have made.
Some people may have worse cases than you. And yours may continue to deteriorate, whereby you need to take one of the 2 medicines. Both these medicines cause this particular side effect that we've discussed?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's possible. How would that make you want to masturbate, though? The dopamine,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
wouldn't that make you seek out, your girlfriend or your wife? If
but
that's the
still,
case?
whatever dopamine, being released in your brain after some pleasurable experience, sure, but...
So it would have an overall effect of just increasing your sex drive.
Right.
Or is it just strictly, my sex drive is exactly where it was, but boy, do I need to masturbate?
I don't think you would take a pass on a woman if that's what you're into for your hand.
But you can't bring your wife or girlfriend with you to work to take care of yourself.
You shouldn't be doing it at work. I don't care how doped up on this RLS medicine you're...
But that's what I'm saying. That's... For some people, it just goes to
So our
an
bosses,
extreme.
our employers, going to have to be sensitive to the plight of people that have restless leg syndrome and realize that they're taking medicine to deal with their condition and now develop some particular room, a designated room whereby they wish they could help themselves, but they can't. So because they have a clinical disease that they're trying to treat, they have to now provide a special masturbation room for those employees that are dealing with that bit of an issue.
You should see how restless Tari's legs get at 9:50. I mean, her legs make her move right on out of here.
Another person is on the line that is claiming that he has restless leg syndrome. Do you want to hear from this special person?
Sure.
You'll be mildly surprised as to, maybe not, as to who it is.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Loves having things wrong with himself. Loves the attention.
I'm not the one that diagnosed myself.
Right.
My doctor did.
Loves having issues to tell us all about, to give himself excuses to why he's unable to really get anything done in this world of ours.
I know, isn't it terrible?
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wish I took that medicine now because then I would, be having a little bit more fun.
Yeah, but I can't picture you as that type of guy. I don't see you sitting on the toilet bowl with no need to go, but just the reason that a lot of guys sit all alone in the bathroom.
Oh, you should come over and look at the bottom drawer of my medicine cabinet. You'll see that I'm one of those guys that sits on the toilet and just, skittles all day.
Oh, jeez.
A restless what?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're not the solo sex type. You're not the...
Please, my life is
I bet
solo
he
sex.
is.
My life is solo sex.
Yeah.
You can't be as big as you are and be a masturbator. I'm sorry.
What?
Can you be?
At least as big as he was. No way you were doing it.
You
when
were 400 pounds. You were 415 pounds at one point. You couldn't have physically been.
You had Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
There's no way that you could...
You couldn't even reach it.
There was no way you could physically even do the act of what we're talking about at the 415-pound barrier that you were at, right or wrong?
That's how I learned how to use both hands. I'm right-handed, but I can do it with both.
Wait, one arm's longer than the other one?
No, but I can
How does
reach
that
in a
help
different
you?
way if I laid in a different position or sat in a different position.
That's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Now, maybe you have restless mouth syndrome, and that's what causes you to not only reach 415 pounds once, but be on a collision course to reach it again real soon.
Yeah, I'm not on a collision course.
But I don't know about you having restless leg syndrome.
No, seriously, when I went in to do my sleep study, because I fell asleep driving,
right.
they gave me medicine.
Wait, you
and they
fell
said
asleep
that you got
driving?
it. Yeah.
Well, because he has sleep apnea.
That sleep apnea is so bad.
Yeah, but sleep apnea, he doesn't have narcolepsy. What made you fall asleep driving?
Well, sleep apnea, you never get a good night's sleep. I mean, you wake
never
up like
sleep.
100 times.
Yeah.
All right, so when they did an evaluation of you, they discovered you had restless leg syndrome?
Yeah, because they hook you up to all the monitors, they put attachments on your legs, your chest, your head, everywhere. They show how much you move and stuff.
What were your legs doing?
It was jittery. It's like always moving, jerking.
Well, don't everyone's legs jitter a little bit when they sleep?
No, it was bad. It was bad enough that you stay awake. You never get into the REM stage of sleep.
Cockamamie.
You're kicking yourself in your own ass?
They gave me Ambien to sleep during the test, and they came in and woke me up and said, "We're going to give you something for your legs."
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. It's like there's bugs on your legs, and it's just jittery and.
Maybe it was.
Whatever.
Some of the bathhouses you go to.
It's a bogus cockamamie disease developed by people that need to feel sorry for themselves.
No. Mm-mm.
Totally agree.
And I wish I had insurance because I would get the medicine for it to take care of it, but I don't.
Well, if you clinically are diagnosed as having the disease, then why can't you get the medicine for it?
Because I don't have health insurance to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you full-time yet?
I am full-time, but I'm...
Your space phone is ringing.
I know, I just answered it.
Who is it?
It was just a number. I don't know who it was. It's probably
self-destruct in 3 seconds.
So I'm at the gym yesterday. I dropped my iPhone. and it shatters.
Nice.
I didn't even know it could shatter.
No,
But
that was the big knock on it when it came out.
Oh, really?
The glass thing. Yeah.
I've dropped it a million times and it never shattered. This time it shattered, and I'm thinking, actually, perfect timing. I can go now get the 3G, right? So I go over to the Apple Store to get the new phone, and they're out of them.
Oh, nice.
So now anyone trying to contact me today, my phone is completely not working. Not only is it shattered, but it's just inoperable now.
Wow. Just make sure you keep your
I feel better about you not texting me back yesterday.
You texted me yesterday?
I did.
I think I have a lot of people like looking for tickets for stuff, and I promised them all, and I got to get a phone quick.
I heard some really hot girl with giant boobs texted you yesterday.
Well, I got that one.
No idea.
Anyway. She's got a special line.
Yeah, she has the bat phone.
Yep. So anyone, this is not me trying to come up with an excuse for not handing out tickets that I promised people. I'll try to get a phone today. Hopefully the Apple Store will have a new shipment of phones. I heard the first ones had some bugs in them anyway, so maybe the next shipment will be better.
So now those bugs are on Gay's legs when he sleeps.
Oh.
But Steve Jobs better get on the stick because I need a phone right now.
Did you check all the Apple stores?
They said there was none in the state. That every place is sold out right now. And they said they're expecting a shipment this was yesterday, they said either today or tomorrow. Well, it better be today.
It's a bad feeling when they tell you there's none in the whole state.
Yeah.
It happened to me with Guitar Hero. Nope, none in the whole state. It actually saved me a lot of gas, though, from driving around.
So, that's where I'm at.
Shattered, huh?
Shattered.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have it on you at the gym, out of curiosity?
Well,
I had it in my locker. I was taking it out of my locker, and it slipped and fell, and bam.
Not good.
Mm-hmm. And people think they have problems with their restless leg syndrome. My phone shattered!
Right.
Poor baby.
Yeah, how can I surf the internet when I'm on the John now?
So how many diseases do you have, Kenny?
Oh, man. He is a crock pot full of diseases.
That's pretty much it.
Disease stew.
That's the only issue I have.
You never told us about this one. Now, all of a sudden, you have restless leg syndrome.
It's not something you bring up. You don't remember.
You got the bulimia. You got the restless leg syndrome. You got it all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah, the main drugs for restless leg syndrome the main one is Maripex, and then a lot of people take Requip. Terry pointed this out. They are now discovering more than ever that there seems to be a number of people on this drug that have reported that the number of times that they will gratify themselves sexually is on a major incline.
That's got to be so much better than antidepressant medicine. Take it away.
Thereby, them now having to warn the general public that if you're taking the medicines that we talked about that will do a good job in controlling your restless leg syndrome, you better be prepared to put some time aside for your masturbation needs.
I got plenty of time.
You're not the type.
I'm so the type.
I totally can see him being the type.
What do you think about guys and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gay.
Do you have, like, gay magazines in there?
What do you think?
I've got tons.
Nobody jerks off to magazines anymore. Come on.
What do they do?
Well, I don't know.
You do?
Like he has a...
To magazines?
Like still pictures?
It wouldn't do it for me.
I'd like a portrait of somebody if I could. Still pictures.
I have plenty.
All right, so what celebrity is the last celebrity you thought of?
The T-Man.
Oh!
Excluding... I'm assuming I'm not in the picture. I hope not. Better not be. Anyway. What celebrity outside of this show of ours, like in the Hollywood world, who's the last person in the Hollywood world you thought about last time you did that?
The guy on Heroes that plays the senator guy.
Plays the janitor?
Senator.
No, the senator.
Big difference,
He's married
really.
to one of the Dixie chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Pasdar.
Wow.
Yeah. Or Siler from Heroes.
Wow.
And do you, like, picture yourself being with him sexually when you're...
Usually.
Or you picture him, like, coming out of a shower and toweling off, or what do you picture?
No, being with him.
Being with him.
Yeah.
Whatever. What a far-fetched
Yeah, it's too far-fetched. Like, that's...
How's that far-fetched? My life is fantasy. That's all I got. So, I mean, why is that far-fetched?
So gay.
It is pretty gay.
You are so freaking gay.
Yeah. Thinking about a man while you touch yourself, that's pretty gay.
Man.
Yeah, that pretty is gay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is.
Wow.
Be aware.
Yeah, careful when you get prescribed your little medication.
Talk to your doctor about this.
Yes.
Come over to my place. We're going to be touching.
Oh, boy. Why is Pasty getting his keys out?
Stop it.
I got a condition, T-Man.
Right. Condition.
Well, there's an excuse now. That's what I'm saying. Maybe employers have to provide a room for those who need to be treated and can't help themselves now because it's one of the side effects.
You should just use the breastfeeding room.
You could safely say now there is an excuse that men can make. Is it apply to women, too?
Well, yeah, anybody who's taking it.
I've never been the type, but I got to lay back now and, oh, this feels so good.
Well, women do that, too, so why wouldn't it apply?
There's a reasonable clinical excuse for why people now can't stop
doing their stuff.
Beating the stick.
Well,
that's amazing. Never thought I'd see the day. Here we are.
First sliced bread, now this. Think about how far we've come.
Gay, do you have any plans for today or no?
I'm doing laundry today, and I have to work.
It is that time of the month.
Wow.
I ran out of clean shirts. I don't have any money to buy a new one, so I got to do laundry.
Fascinating. All right, don't forget the fabric softener. Thanks a lot, Gay.
No, thank you.
Yeah, take care.
You too.
Yeah, right, bye. There he goes. Gay phone operator, Terry. Restless leg syndrome.
Yes.
Amongst all his other issues.
The T-Man Show.
You hear a gay phone operator say he fantasizes about the guy from Heroes?
Yep, loud and clear I did.
Just when you thought he couldn't get any weirder. Tells you about his restless leg syndrome, and you got to harken back to the day he tried to convince us he had bulimia.
Explains the tooth, remember?
All these cocktail of diseases out there, Terry. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's got one disease and one disease only. Laziness!
Oh, yeah. Don't forget depression. That was also one he was diagnosed with.
Isn't he also bipolar?
Clinically depressed, bipolar, bulimia.
Lack of testosterone or something like that, too. Remember? He had testosterone shots.
Bulimia causes...
Right in his rump.
Caused one tooth to go by the wayside because he funneled all the vomit to that one number 7 molar.
Gross.
And now he's got restless leg syndrome. And he fantasizes about the senator from Heroes. Oh.
Whoever.
Yeah.
It's weird that he thinks about celebrities, because normally...
I didn't say to him that I didn't ask him, do you only think of celebrities? I said the last time he thought about a celebrity.
But the fact that he thinks of celebrities at all is weird to me.
I mean, everyone's going to have. If you're a true self-gratifier, there's going to be a moment or two here or there you're going to think about a celebrity.
Never.
Ever?
I can't, because I can't relate to it.
Well, then I have to question whether you're a true...
I might not.
Chronic type.
But I like to think about women I have a shot with that I might be able to make it happen with. Because if I know I'm not going to, do it with Fergie...
All right, but every once in a while, just throwing Fergie in the mix isn't meaning that, I don't know, there's something wrong with the fact that you are thinking about someone you probably don't have a shot with.
It's not that there's something wrong. It just doesn't.
Wrong with a little fantasy.
I agree. It just doesn't work for me.
All right.
Can't do it.
Do you fantasize?
Now, Terry Free, that's a different story. Someone I can get,
Very gettable.
Right.
1-866.
Oh, yeah, just snap your fingers and I'm there for you.
663 T-Man. Let me see who's next up here. Is it Therese? Taris. What's up, Taris?
I had a restless leg syndrome when I was pregnant.
All right, you got to turn whatever. You got us on speaker or something?
No, I had in Bluetooth.
Oh, Bluetooth? Well, that's never a good move for a radio show. So next time you call, try to talk on the handset. But
all right, how's that?
It's all right. You won't be on very long.
Wow, that's nice. Welcome to the show. See you later.
You had restless leg syndrome when you were pregnant. Well, that makes sense. I mean, isn't that just being pregnant? Does it really have to be all clinical of pregnancy caused you to get restless leg syndrome? You were pregnant. Things happen when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Restless fart syndrome. I mean, you're going to have things happen.
Exactly. They don't have to label everything.
When you get pregnant, not everything needs this classic label of all these things that are going wrong with you right now.
People love it.
People love it.
The lactose thing gets me, too.
People just love to have an excuse as to why they're not doing better.
That's true. Oh, lactose intolerant. No more of that spicy vanilla ice cream, please. I can't take it. God.
So now that you've given the child to the world, is it safe to say that you no longer are suffering from this condition, or what?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. How long ago did you give birth?
He's 16 months old now.
16 months?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
And is there a dad in the picture anywhere, or no?
Yeah.
And how are you guys getting along? Good?
Yeah.
Not the most convincing you have ever heard. So is it close to one big happy family or no?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Have you had sex with any men aside from this man in the past 16 months? I'm sure there was a 3-month period you weren't allowed to have sex, but most women do. You've had sex.
He thinks I have, but I haven't.
He thinks you have, so he's the accusatory, possessive, jealous type of a father/husband or boyfriend.
I guess so.
Why does he think you've had sex with other men in the past year?
I don't know.
Well, what are you doing to make him get all consumed with thoughts of you being with other men, jealousy and rage type thoughts? What are you doing to give him no choice but to be all acting like that? Are you all flirty? Are you all touchy-feely with guys and, oh, he's so funny and all that kind of stuff? Or
well,
you...
I flirt. That's my personality, but that's about all I do.
So that's an excuse. That's your personality. So that's something that should be tolerated because it's just your personality that you're flirty. Is that right? Not to say there's anything wrong with being flirty. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Right. So you're saying he should be tolerating the fact that you're all flirty because it's just your personality.
Yeah.
I like to have sex with a lot of men. It's just my personality.
You have sex with lots of men disorder.
What's the medication?
I'm a good girl.
So where do you draw the line with your flirtiness? Do you touch men when you're having conversations? Like
No.
Do you put your hand on their shoulder? No. Do you kind of playfully tap them in the schlong? I mean, do you...
I think that's a tad further than flirting.
Tell me about your flirtatious style. What do you do when you're flirting? Giggle a lot? What do you do?
Yeah, I giggle a lot.
You're a giggler. And giggling often gives men the idea that they're doing well and that they have a shot.
Right.
When they're talking to a woman and she's all giggly, that leads men to believe, okay, I'm in. She's totally accepting of me and my silly personality, and this is an easy takedown.
When in fact, most men aren't really funny, right?
So no men are funny. So be careful when you're giggling, because you're sending men a message, and I know that's not fair to say, why should I stop giggling?
Right.
It seems not fair to tell you to stop giggling. I'm just saying, be careful, because maybe it's not fair for you to have to stop giggling, but you should be on alert that a lot of guys think giggling is a telltale sign that they're doing well and that they're in. And you're laughing at that because you think that sounds kind of preposterous, but I'm telling you that's the reality. When guys are talking to women and they get all giggly, they think it's over. Over in a good way, that they've closed the deal, yes.
No.
So use your serious bits of discretion when you decide to giggle.
But I'm sure that
you can't be giggling because men are that funny, because no men are funny.
But I'm sure your husband, boyfriend, whatever he is, he knew that you were kind of a flirtatious woman, right?
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be upset about anything or accuse her.
No, he knew she was flirtatious.
I was actually a stripper when we met.
Oh, just up to the point.
Okay.
Up to the point where they got all serious and had a child, and now they're trying to make it work. She should be able to curtail her flirtatiousness now, right or wrong?
Well, sure, but I don't think every single time she's flirting with every guy that she comes across.
No, I don't.
I mean, you kind of have a flirtatious personality, wouldn't you say, T-Man?
Not at all. I am a standoffish type.
Are ya?
No, I think they'd have to be really cute.
As long as men are cute, you get flirtatious. Well, then your boyfriend, you can understand why he's going to be a little bit questioning of you, because you can't stop your momentum as far as understanding that you're a changed woman now, a mom, and trying to make it work with a guy. You got to scale back on your flirtatiousness. And maybe, again, that doesn't seem fair, but that's the way it's got to be if you want to make it work, or else he's going to have irritable leg syndrome, and his leg's going to be heading towards the door. Talk about restless leg syndrome. Yeah, this man's going to have it. He's going to be racing for the hills.
I can't stop them, honey. They're restless. They just keep moving on their own.
See ya. So you're telling me that you're trying to make it work with this guy, and you can kind of scale it back a little bit on how flirtatious you typically are?
Yeah, I can.
All right, then do it. Have you done it yet? Have you kind of cooled it out a little bit, and he's still accusing you of being the cheating type, or no?
Yeah.
If your heyday of flirtatiousness was like a 10, where are you at right now?
Well, while I'm talking to you?
No. If in your heyday...
she's flirting with you.
You're not flirting with me.
Yeah, she's giggling. Look at her.
If in your heyday of the greatest flirtation days you've ever had, if let's say that was a 10, okay, those days when you were the greatest flirter of all time, what would you say you're at right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, a 4.
A 4. Okay, so she's rolled it back.
Yeah,
all right,
quite a bit.
You have rolled it back by more than 50-some-odd%.
Yep.
And he's still accusing you of being a cheater. All right, then you may just have the possessive jealous type that's always going to have you under his thumb and is going to always want to question you until he slashes your throat. So don't worry about it.
Wow.
Oh, gee, she thought that was funny.
She's flirting with you.
She'll get really scared. Anyway, all right, well, I hope it all works out for you and this guy.
Okay.
He doesn't kill you first. Okay. Well, Tari, it's not out of the question for these possessive, jealous, accusatory types to get violent
I understand
and
that,
be dangerous.
But I would hope that, he's a little bit, more in control and they have a conversation about it before it gets that extreme.
I'd like to have a conversation before I kill you. I'm considering killing you. What are your thoughts on this?
Not a good idea.
Let me hear your pros and cons. I am seconds away from putting my hands around your throat right now. I'd like to hear your side of it.
Jeez.
Conversation about it. What kind of conversation are you talking about? 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. That's toll free. 1-866-663-T-MAN. If you're on your Bluetooth, take it off and pick up your phone and dial it right now if you have something to say on a hump day. Toll free. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Back with more calls after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Okay, find me a good trivia question.
Oh.
Find me a good trivia question for the morning. A good stat of the day, maybe, whatever. Because I'm in the mood to give away something. We've been back now for 3 days since summer vacation. Vinnie the Pooh, by the way, posted up his video blog of what he did for a summer vacation. It's priceless, don't you know? Is it up yet? No, didn't do it? Oh, it is. Anyway.
It's going up today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a book report of, you said write your book report.
It's a video book report of what he did for a summer vacation. Now, as I said, Terry, I'm in the mood to give something away, so maybe to the person who wins, they could have their choice of, as I have pointed out numerous times, there's a concert for everyone still remaining in the summer of 2008. Obviously, Summer Jam for the people up in the Northwest on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Their chance to see Lil Wayne and company. The lineup is stacked, and very few tickets remain, by the way. They just released a couple of 100 to 1,000 tickets just the other day, and I'm not sure there are many of those left, but I still think you can get some if you call Ticketmaster when it opens at 10 a.m. today.
Okay.
On top of that, Comedy Jam tickets, always a summer staple, goes on sale on Sunday for those in the Bay Area, so I can give tickets away before you can buy them.
Wow.
Tell me we got some. Yeah, we got some. So if you give me a good trivia question, Terry, then I can play along, and the listeners can play along, and one of us could win tickets to whatever we want.
All right.
See what I'm saying? You got anything good? You got anything that fits the format or what?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right, what do you got?
It's a little trivia question here.
All right. You know, I always enjoy a nice bit of trivia.
Okay. During hard economic times, obviously.
Stat of the day?
Not really a stat, but like I said, it's more of a...
Just go with it. Just go with it. I don't want to confuse you. Go ahead.
Okay. During hard economic times, like what we're experiencing now.
Hard economic times. Yes, we certainly are experiencing hard economic times. When we blow our entire paycheck on a tank of gas or a loaf of bread.
Right.
All right.
What female comfort item do women typically go out and buy as they are doing now?
So in past hard economic times, they bought this item. And data shows they're
doing it now.
Doing it again. They're going out and buying this particular comfort item that they will ordinarily buy during hard economic times.
Right.
What is the item is your question.
What is the item?
A pocket rocket.
No.
Wow. Coincidentally, they buy it during good economic times, too.
That's right.
And mediocre economic times.
Probably more often than good economic times. Celebrating now.
It is not any type of female vibrating dildo type apparatus.
No.
So not the Sneaky Pete.
It is not the Sneaky Pete either, Terry.
It is so interesting that you guys know about the names of all of these little sexual toys.
Is it the Fantastic Fred?
No. The what?
All right, let me think here.
Ew.
So it is in no way, shape, or form. Can we eliminate all female sexual pleasurable novelty items?
Yes.
Wow. Well, now I'm completely stumped. Vagina softener.
Wow. Who makes that, Downey?
No.
Well, what kind of pleasure item? Is it food? Is it a food item?
No.
Yeah, I would have said like lattes or something.
No, I don't think during hard economic times you're buying your $6 lattes, which is why the Starbucks stock is in the toilet, which is couldn't make me happier. Anyway,
600 stores, by the way.
Oh, wow.
It's a pleasure item. So
Comfort item.
Comfort item.
She called it a comfort item.
I called it a comfort item.
I like pleasure item.
Is it like shoes and stuff? Certain type of shoe?
No.
Flats?
No.
Stilettos?
No.
Pumps?
Okay.
Got it. No.
High buckle?
No.
Full-on ankle strap shoes?
Clothing, it is not. Shoes, it is not.
Pussy softener. Oh.
No.
That's what it is.
It's not that either.
When you shampoo your cat, you put it on after.
That's right. Keep coming back to that. Okay.
Is that a real thing? Do women need that? To soften it up?
That's right. The men appreciate it. Hoodering.
No.
Tattoos.
No.
We should probably let some listeners guess.
Yeah,
since I told them they could win.
What, you can't buy a $6 latte, but you can buy a $500 tattoo? He said lattes are too expensive.
As opposed to taking a vacation, a $500 tattoo is a nice downsized little comfort item. As opposed to going to the Caribbean with your little friends and getting
I asked you about lattes. You said, no, it's too expensive. They're $6.
Well, it's all relative. It depends on what you're comparing it to.
All right.
Let me go to Brown, who's first up. Yes, Brown, you're on the air.
I'm guessing they buy purses.
Is it a purse in any way, shape, or form, Terry?
No.
It's not a purse. Sorry, Brown.
My wife does love a nice purse.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. And this is specifically bought during hard economic times.
Yes.
Because
is when
purses, women don't stop buying purses no matter what the climate.
This particular comfort item inclines during hard economic times.
Goes on the incline during hard economic times.
Yes.
Wow. It's a good question, Terry. Steve, you're on the air. Hello. And don't think women are rational that it's going to be like some real low-priced item. Don't get caught in... I mean, maybe it will turn out to be that. I don't know what the answer is, but don't think women are thinking rationally and they're like curbing their spending. You might be thrown off the track if you're thinking low-cost items.
But, $5, $6 lattes a week does add up all year.
Oh, I know what it is. I got the answer. I just figured it out.
What?
I don't know if this is a comfort item, though. Never mind. I thought I had the answer. I was going to say lottery tickets. Is it lottery tickets?
No, that's a risk item.
That's a risk item? Okay, you want comfort items.
Comfort.
Anal beads.
Nothing sexual.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable those are.
Steve, your guess.
Yeah, I was
sound comfortable.
Comfortable on the way out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. On the way in, no, not good.
Yes, go ahead. Oh, I don't know, Terry. Just
I was going to say underclothes.
All right, got some in right now.
Wow.
What's that, Steve?
Need someone to tug them?
Panty.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
Underclothes.
Are you offering, big boy?
Sounds a little like it, doesn't
He's guessing panties, Terry. That's a good guess. Is it panties in any way, shape, or form?
That's a good guess,
It's
but
not
no.
panties.
Oh, yeah,
Not panties.
because women don't need underwear any other time. Only in hard economic times. Oh, good, I can buy underwear now.
Well,
We're
they
poor.
run out and they buy underwear. It doesn't mean they're not buying it.
I buy it all year round.
I get your point.
Right.
But sometimes there are times where you're
glad I'm
really
poor
in
now.
need, and there are times where it's like just.
I bet
to
you
make
whatever
feel
the
better.
answer is, you're going to realize women buy it during all times also.
Okay, well.
I don't know what the answer is going to be, but whatever it is, I bet you when we hear it, we'll be like, oh, women buy that all the time. Maybe? Oh, anyway. Amber, you're on the air.
Is it perfume?
Perfume. Is it perfume? They want to smell better during hard economic times because they don't have enough money to shower.
I don't think it's the depression we're in.
Is it perfume, Terry?
No, but very good.
Camp. Well,
Times
are a little rough.
Sorry there, Amber. Sorry, Amber. Good guess. Jesse, you're next. Jesse, yes, Jesse.
Okay, is it a stuffed animal?
Is it a stuffed animal?
No.
It's not a stuffed. Good guess. Really? Comfort item. That's a comfort item, yeah.
I think that's a pretty bad guess.
Fozzie Bear, what you say?
Right, that's what you buy, Fozzie Bear.
John. John, you're on the air. Your guess.
Fuzzy, wasn't it?
It was.
Hello?
Yeah, John in San Jose. You're up.
I want to guess chocolate from See's Candy.
Chocolate. Specifically from See's.
I said no on the food.
Oh, okay. You
asked-
eliminated all food?
Yes.
Wow. Not chocolate. Sorry. Do you work for See's Candy or something?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't think you heard the question.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Whatever. 1-866-663-T-MAN. The question is, what do women typically buy as a comfort item during hard economic times, as they are doing, according to recent data would suggest right now,
right,
during this economic downturn in our country? Mauricio, you're on the air.
What's going on, guys?
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm guessing candles, man. You know, that's
candles. So women buying candles to comfort them, so they don't have to keep the lights on so long.
No.
Remind themselves what they look like. Is it candles, Terry?
No.
It's not candles. Sorry, Mauricio. Are we going to get this, Terry?
It is very gettable.
It's very gettable. Wow.
Are you going to take any Terry Cam chat room people?
No.
Okay.
Of course we will. Right after Jeff. Jeff, you're on the air. Hello.
Yeah, T-Man, I'd say it's a membership to a health club or a spa.
A good guess. Is it a membership to a health club?
No.
Oh.
As long as I'm not eating, I might as well get myself in shape.
Yeah, nothing else.
Maybe that's the thought. No? Oh, sorry, Jeff.
Unemployed now.
Incorrect. Terry, I mean, you're the one staring at Terry Cam. Has anyone got it right yet?
Actually, one person did. And do you want me to tell?
Well, let me go to Charles first. Let me go with some listeners. You got one person that has the correct answer in Terry Cam.
Yes.
To just make them the winner?
No, but the thing is that I told him to call because he was private messaging me. So
Charles, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Charles?
I'm guessing it's going to be tampons or maxi pads.
No.
You get a heavier flow during hard economic times, Terry. Is it tampons or maxi pads?
No.
Yes, very pleasurable.
It is not a very big comfort item.
Comfort item, yes.
As opposed to bleeding all over the floor. Okay.
Oh, my.
Really?
Well, I'd be much more comfortable with it going into a pad.
Sick.
Anyway, Charles, I'm sorry that is not the right answer.
Sorry.
Okay.
He really thought he nailed it.
Let me go to Brittany. You're next up, Brittany.
It's a good guess, Charles.
Books or magazines?
Is it books or magazines?
No.
Wow, that's a tough one.
What kind of item is it? You said comfort? Is that what I keep saying that?
Yeah.
Or pleasure?
When we hear the answer, are we going to say, oh, yeah, that is definitely a comfort item, or is it going to be a little unclear?
Well, it's. I would say it's.
So people getting really thrown off by the word comfort, it's not necessarily...
It's not necessarily a comfort.
Oh, I'm so comfortable now that I have
right.
That's not a necessity, though.
Right.
Okay, it's not. You're saying comfort because it's not a necessity.
Right.
It's not a life or death kind of item.
Yeah, right. Oxygen.
Cynthia.
Really need that when I'm poor.
Your guess, yes.
My guess is movies.
Is it they buy movies?
No.
Oh, Terminator 2, $10. I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm so able to get through the hard economic downturn now because I have some movies.
That's right.
Jessica, your guess.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you guys doing?
Good, Jessica. Your guess, please.
Is it jewelry?
Is it jewelry? What kind? Are they more specific or just jewelry?
No, not jewelry. And by the way, gold prices are extremely high right now, right?
Like
as I said, this doesn't necessarily mean that women are the most rational creatures in the world.
That's true.
All right, it's not jewelry, though.
Nope.
It is not jewelry.
Nope.
Darn.
Sorry. Cameron!
I say makeup.
Is it makeup?
In that genre.
Oh, is he? You want him to be more specific?
Yes, he has to be.
Oh, wow.
Lipstick.
It's lipstick.
Winner!
Women still wearing lipstick?
Yes, lipstick, lip gloss.
Good clapper.
Why when Terry told you to be more specific,
Perfect every time.
Did you nail lipstick there, Cameron?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you didn't hear the question, obviously. When Terry said be more specific, why didn't you throw out, like, eyeliner or something? Why'd you immediately hone in on lipstick? I'm curious.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
I got 5 sisters, so that's why I'd say lipstick.
You said lipstick.
5 sisters, yes.
And the answer is clearly, specifically, lipstick.
Yes.
Women go out and buy lipstick during hard economic times more than they would ordinarily, and the sales on lipstick have spiked upward.
Yep.
Chicks are still wearing lipstick?
Well, lipstick, lip gloss,
Any
it's
kind
all
of
within the same genre.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you have women wearing lipstick.
Why do the sales of lipstick or lip gloss go up during hard economic times?
Because it's a small little indulgence, $20, not going to cost you a lot, and they feel like it's something special.
Yeah, but do women consciously do that? Oh, well, I can't afford anything, but let me go out and get some extra lipstick. I mean,
yeah.
Or is it just
that's what
like
the economists say?
A subconscious thing. They just decide, well, I don't know.
The thinking is that women view lipstick as a small indulgence. So instead of dropping $200 on a pair of shoes that they might otherwise buy,
gotta treat myself to something.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez.
Lasts a while.
We know women love to treat themselves to stuff. Even if it's just a $5 latte, just an escape.
If women need something to rub on their lips, let me know.
Keep the economy going.
I got something in mind.
Wow.
That'll help him get through some hard economic times.
He's the winner, right?
Yes, Cameron, you are the winner.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hang on the line, sir. We'll get you your prize. Find out what Cameron wants.
It's kind of cool you had 5 sisters, though. I mean, think how excited you were with one peeping on her out of the shower. Imagine having to choose from 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to try so hard to peep.
That'd be great. I guess if you're into that.
So after all that was the answer?
Yeah.
Anticlimactic. They always are.
Well, I know. What did you want? We got a good winner.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounded nice.
Was that the guy from Terry Cam?
No.
No. Well, what about the guy from Terry Cam? Should we give him a prize too?
Well, I think
he did get the answer.
He did initially, and his name is Bastos.
Bastos?
Bastos, right. Bastos, however you want to pronounce it.
Is Bastos a regular or no?
I'm not familiar with his name.
I think Bastos deserves something.
I do too.
He did have the correct answer.
Supposedly he got through. He's calling.
Tell Bastos to call in, and we'll hook him up with something that we mutually agree on.
It means
maybe a lipstick for Bastos.
All right.
It means rude in Tagalog.
Oh, he's Filipino?
Sounds like it.
Well, and scream.
Wow.
No, not really. All right, we'll hook up a bastard with something.
Rude. Okay.
Well, is he from the Bay, the Northwest? Where is he from, Bastos?
Oh, hold on.
Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out.
The Bay.
Okay. Well, I don't want to feel like he was just
kind of
put aside.
Right. No, I know.
That would be frustrating to know you had the right answer and you didn't get any credit for it.
Right.
So give Bastos his credit, Pasty. I'm sure you'll be taking 1 million Bastos wannabe kind of calls calling in right now. Do you have any way to get in contact with Bastos, Terry? Your private messaging Bastos?
Yes, right now.
A little cozy little moment there on Terry Cam? Mm-hmm. Long lost brother.
Could be.
Okay.
I'll write down his number.
Well, I'm not going to neglect him for being the first one to come up with the correct answer. He said lipstick all along. He was like screaming out and Terry Cam, lipstick, lipstick.
Yep.
How did he know? How was he so sure?
No, he went through plenty of guesses, mind you, and he did the same route, the whole makeup route.
No one else gets more than one guess.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you're saying we shouldn't give him...
Right. Because callers don't get more than one guess.
We shouldn't give him a prize because if he was a typical caller... Yeah. Once he would have given his first guess, he would have been sent to the scrap heap.
My guess is everything. Ready? Here I go.
Same with Cameron then, because as soon as I said...
No, but Cameron's first guess...
was makeup.
Cameron's first guess was makeup.
And then I said...
So he wasn't wrong when he said makeup.
No, but then I said in that genre.
Yeah, and he
then
guessed lipstick.
But he had 2 guesses.
Not really.
No,
it was all the same
1A, 1B,
guess.
yeah.
All right, give Bastos something. Give him a CD. We're not giving him tickets. He didn't earn it. But he does deserve something.
Yes.
All right?
Okay.
He guessed 1 million times, and he was right once.
Right.
That, to me, equals CD.
The T-Man Show.
You like that song, Terry?
I do.
All I know is I was called back to the studio a little bit early.
Yeah.
Because you're not a fan of that song, is that right, Terry?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm confused. But anyway, here I am. You want to hit me with a final story of the morning? Is that something you want to do? You want me to take some calls?
That. Let's do both.
Do you want me to tell you a funny story?
No, I'll give you a story.
Yeah. Okay. What do you have?
Well, speaking of the bad economy, people apparently
you have a good one to tie into the last story.
Yes.
That's why you're so anxious. Okay, Go ahead. What do you have?
People are pawning their grills for extra cash, according to pawn shop owners.
Gold prices are up. But I didn't know times are so bad that people are willing to part with their grill.
They are.
That's serious. Mm-hmm. We are really we may be hitting a bottom. If people are pawning their grills, that's a sign of a bottom to me. That's the sign of the bottom of this economic downturn that we are experiencing.
So you no longer need Craigslist to hit a bottom, huh?
Rock bottom can be achieved.
Oh, that kind of bottom.
By meeting someone in the parking lot and getting cash for your grill.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Does it say what states they're predominantly doing this in, Terry, where they're pawning their grill for cash?
No, but this story is out of West Palm Beach.
You do hear a lot of commercials saying, if you have gold lying around, we're willing to pay top dollar. You're sitting there staring at yourself, and you're all twinkly from your from your teeth area, then you might be willing to at least look into what they're offering.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't really need this anymore.
Well, you can
It's kind of dumb to begin with, so I'm good. $100, please.
How much are they getting for their grills? Do you know? Say what the going rate is for the average nice-looking grill there, or what?
Well, they say here that
more than $100 for your grill.
Yeah, you probably
about
unless you're using tinfoil like I used to.
$50 to $100.
That's
depending.
it. That's all I got for the grill.
Really?
That's what they say.
It's a quarter of a tank.
But still, for some people, $50 is.
It's a quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
Fill up my tank. It was $300 yesterday.
Wow.
Well, not quite. But anyway.
You drive a motorhome? Actually, I got gas yesterday, and the guy before me was $118.
Really? That's the highest I've seen.
Me too.
The most I've gotten to is in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
107.
107 for you? Well, you still drive an SUV.
Yeah.
Roxy, what do you got to say real quick? What do you got, Roxy?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
What's up?
What's going on?
I was just looking for a little bit of advice.
Well, time is short, and so am I, Roxy. You could have called during a time period where we'd have had more time to spend with you. We're kind of up against the end of the show here, but real quick, what's the problem?
Okay, well, my boyfriend, Brian, I just found out, he's cheating on me with my sister, Tori. Do you have any advice?
Wow.
We don't want to throw Brian and Tori under the bus by any means.
Not
but
at all.
You just had to clarify as to who you're speaking about. Your sister, this is your full sister, this isn't a stepsister, this isn't a half-sister. This is your a full sister?
Exactly.
I mean, when these situations happen, and they do happen, Terry, who's more the betrayer of the trust of the person who's been violated? Is it the sibling that wronged their fellow sibling by cheating with that person's boyfriend or girlfriend? Or is it the boyfriend or girlfriend? I have to seriously, clearly agree with you. It's much more of a major violation by the sibling. Your sister way out-wronged you than the boyfriend of yours did. Your sister clearly should know better. I've seen a lot of clips lately on Boys Food, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
Sister out of town, boyfriend comes over. Oh, I didn't realize she was out of town. Of course I did. And then before you know it, they're going after it.
So you're a little into plot, too, it sounds like.
Are you sure? Are you sure this really happened to you, Roxy?
Yeah. And actually, Brian listens to your show every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brian, I know you're listening right now. I want you to get out of my house. It's my house that I paid for. I want you to get out. I want you to leave the key on the counter. I don't want you to ever contact me again. I hate you more than anything in the world. And I'm here with you. That's kind of what I just wanted to get out today.
And what about your sister? Any messages for her?
My sister?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it, but she can just burn in hell. And there's something's coming for her. Something is coming for her. That's all I have to say.
Now, you're talking from a karma standpoint, or you're talking about a retaliation standpoint?
Oh, I bought a 12-gauge team.
I'm gonna mess her crap up. That's like the nicest way I'm saying it.
You're gonna get even with your sister in a violent fashion. You're making a threat now, and not that it's not understandable to some extent, but doesn't that compound the problem? Not that your sister doesn't deserve it, not that she hasn't clearly wronged you and shown no regard for her own flesh and blood, but are you prepared to take this into a deeper hole? Otis, that it's already been taken. Are you sure that this is what you want to do? Are you sure maybe you shouldn't step back and let the dust settle? And maybe somewhere in the future find it in your heart to forgive your sister for what she did?
I don't know. I seriously thought we were going to get married.
You thought you and Brian were going to get married?
Yeah.
Did you have a date set and everything, or just kind of...
And now the message is clear. Leave the key on the counter and never contact her again. What if Brian is with his legs kicked up right now and he doesn't care what you have to say? He ain't going anywhere.
I'm sorry?
What if Brian, you said he listens to the show, what if he's hearing everything you're saying right now, but he's kind of laughing it off, and the key is still in his pocket, and his feet are up on the coffee table, and he ain't going anywhere?
I'm going to take a deuce and not flush and leave it for him.
See ya. What are you going to do then, Roxy?
That is not...
I've actually thrown all of his clothes out on the lawn. So all your clothes are out on the lawn right now, Brian, just so you know that.
Oh, now I'm going to leave you an upper decker.
Don't
forget the old upper decker.
Oh, we just give Brian a call.
Well, if we had more time, Roxy, I'll tell you what. You call us tomorrow, and if things haven't been straightened out, we'll finalize everything for you, and we'll get an update from you, okay?
Okay,
but the message is clear. We love you, too. Roxy is going after her sister.
Yeah.
And she wants nothing to do with Brian anymore. How long ago, how did you find out that they were having sex with each other behind your back? How long do you think it's been going on?
You know, my friend told me, one of my best friends told me, because she found out from one of her other girlfriends.
Well, how do you know it's not just some vicious rumor and some little rumor mill kind of cycle thing happening here? How do you know for sure that it's happening?
Because my sister's friend is one of my friend's friends. You know what I mean?
Are you sure you have enough evidence to make this strong a kind of revenge-filled moment here on the air? Are you sure you're not jumping the gun here is my question.
I'm positive.
You're positive.
I'm positive.
But you're not sure how long they've been doing this behind your back, but you're sure it's happening.
I'm not sure, but I know it's happening.
You're not sure how long it's been, but you know it's happening.
I know it's happening.
Do you think your sister's...
There's been times that he just hasn't been coming home, you know?
Do you think your sister is better than you sexually, or what?
Wow. Like she wants to talk to you about whether it was good.
Do you think your sister's skills as far as sex is concerned are way better than yours?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, you have an idea. Do you think you're better than your sister when it comes to sex or not?
Well, that's kind of weird because I've never heard anything about my sister like that. But you know what? Yeah, I am better. I'm better at everything than her.
Oh,
my mother loves me more than her.
Whoa!
More than her.
Who's hotter, you or your sister?
Well, she is. Come on.
You're hotter? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm definitely hotter. She's fat.
Is she younger?
Oh, jeez.
Is she younger or older than you?
She's younger.
I knew it. How much younger?
3 years.
3 years younger?
Yeah.
Were you ever really very, very, very close, or not really ever? What?
We've never been close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like the oldest child, you know. I have my friend, she has hers, you know. We live totally separate lives.
Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers and sisters in between you, or it's you then her?
It's just me and her.
Well, and you never really were close?
Yeah, but if you're not close, how did your two groups come into contact? How did she meet your boyfriend?
You don't have to be close to know who her boyfriend is. Do you think she did this because she doesn't like you?
You know what? It could very well be. You know, I'm not for sure, but...
Does she have a jealous factor? Or she always had that kind of little sibling competitive...
She's always been envious of me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So you think she sought out your boyfriend?
Yeah.
You don't think this is one of those things that just happened between them? You think she kind of spurred it on?
Yeah.
Wow. I think she probably is better than you, though, sexually.
Wow.
Yeah, a little younger, a little more spry, a little more kick in her step.
A little bit more...
Nice.
A little bit more of a on-the-mission kind of factor happening there.
A little more to prove, younger, tired of living in the shadow.
Probably while she was riding your boyfriend, she was asking him how much better she is than you, and all that stuff, right?
I'm good at sex, too, Mom. I'm a person, too.
Wow.
All I know is I'm making a trip to my local liquor store tonight.
Oh, she's going to get
What do we have?
Yeah.
All right, listen, call us tomorrow, okay?
Okay, I will. Thanks, you guys. I love you.
I'm glad we can help you.
Are you looking for a rebound at all?
Get the message out there.
Sounds like it.
Asking for a friend.
Wow, good story.
Jeez.
These things happen, Terry. She admitted her and her sister were never close.
My mom loves me more than her.
I don't think they're on the verge of being close anytime soon.
What if you asked her a month ago if her and her sister were close? What did she say?
I think she says not really, but now it's just all out. Okay. I don't think she would say they were close.
Okay.
I don't think she'd have any negative things to say about her sister necessarily, but she sounds like the type that's always known that she's never really had a close sister-to-sister relationship.
Wow.
They always had that sibling rivalry thing going. And now we know who finally won. Jeez. The younger sister.
The T-Man Show.
See something that somebody quit. I don't know how the song goes. Anyway, come on without.
Okay, here's his sister.
Come on with it.
Is this the girl that you saw sitting next to him? She's pretty.
I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
So, what's going to happen? Are they going to take down... Oh, she is pretty hot.
That's the sis.
Oh, that's the
That's
one
his sister.
who was dating A.J. Hawk, I think.
I don't know who AJ Hawk is.
I think
the linebacker.
There's a girl who's got a sister who was like in a bowl game, who had a brother in a bowl game who was dating a guy on the opposite team.
Yes.
Oh, really?
In that
I remember
bowl game.
that.
Now that I see that girl, she reminds me. I think it was the girl who is sisters with Brady Quinn, but was dating AJ Hawk of Ohio State.
Yeah, because the jersey
AJ Hawk.
I think it's AJ Hawk. Yeah, I think
she's now playing for Green Bay or something like that.
Yeah.
Because the jersey she's wearing is split.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, she was pretty freaking hot.
Yeah.
Is there anything you hate more than someone who wears a split jersey?
Split jersey?
Dumbest thing ever.
I can't lose.
But you can't really win either.
Oh, this is a nice picture.
Right there. Wow.
He's a pretty.
Love hot sisters. Anyway. So Gay's not talking to us now? Is that the deal?
I don't know.
He just drowned his sorrows last night in Coronas. I hear he's drinking Coronas like they're going out of frickin' style, and that's what's got all,
Oh, he's been known to put down a few.
Doesn't seem like the type, though, and yet I'm hearing from like a lot of emailers who see him out that he drinks Coronas like a fish.
He does.
Nothing else.
It doesn't really taste like beer, so they're kind of easy to drink, and I think that's why he likes them.
It's a nice hot sweat picture of him, too.
Okay, Terry, I get it.
Look at
Pants on. Jesus.
Well, but there's a ton.
We get it. You want to have sex with Brady Quinn, whether he's gay or straight. You understand?
Why not?
Hey, Terry, it's good to be Brady Quinn. We know that.
You're right.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Barbie, let's go party.
Wow.
Come on, Barbie, let's go
Extended mix.
Obviously, I'm not able to take your call right now. If you're calling from a line that is unknown, private, blocked, anonymous, or have a pre-recorded message, I do not take those calls.
Oh, what a damn shame.
Leave your name and number after the beep,
We're none of those things,
and
though.
if and when I want to call you, I'll call you back.
Well, we'll just count our
Record
lucky
your
stars
message
and hope that
after
day
the
comes.
tone. To send a numeric page, press 5. When you are finished recording, hang up.
He wants you to realize that you'd be so privileged to get a return call from him and to actually just make any contact with him whatsoever.
If and when I want to.
All right. Because I'm such the big superstar, gay phone operator, blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to have to send someone over there if he doesn't call back.
Knock on the door. Wake up.
All right, so there you have it. Brady Quinn is the new face of Cruising Online.
Yes.
Is that the website address? cruisingonline.com? What do I got to do to go to this gay website?
Play dumb, whatever. Just go to your favorites.
Whatever. Go to my last visited site?
That's right.
Aha. What do I got to do to go to this fascinatingly gay website, Terry?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it, but here.
If you Google the words "cruising online," does Brady Quinn's face pop up? Does this website show up or what?
No, let's see. No, that one doesn't. I just need the actual one.
It says right here, create a profile for free and cruise our members.
All right.
Get it?
And the people that signed up. Yeah, it's very funny. Very funny play on words.
Yes. Pasty.
Yes, sir.
You're staying all quiet in there. I wonder if you found a way to jump on the website that is Cruising Online. Yes or no?
31-year-old smoker.
Are you cruising a member right now?
No. Googling that definitely just gave me cheap rates on cruises. So I'm trying to find it.
All right.
Maybe there's no G. Maybe it's cruising.
Maybe just Google Brady Quinn and this site might pop up. Considering the circumstances over the past couple of days that he had to find out from his agent or a family member or the gay uncle who told him that, welcome to our team. We didn't... He's like, I'm not a part of your team.
I'll just try to tell your mom. I know it.
You find anything, Pasty? You're raising your hand.
It looks like findmenformen.com.
That's the one.
What's the online thing?
I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Find men for men.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you put the picture of Brady Quinn that Terry is so fascinated by that shows him with six-pack abs and a big set of pecs. Why don't you put that on the tmanshow.com so that all the ladies who are listening can enjoy the picture that Terry has now been drooling over for the past number of minutes, all right?
Got it.
All right. Very good. Has anything else happened this morning, Terry, or are we not able to divert your focus from this picture that you're now in love with?
Got plenty of things going on.
Should we make a big Xerox enlarged copy of Brady Quinn's face so we can have you take it home and put it over your husband's face? Is that what it's come to now for your sex this weekend, or no?
No.
Okay, because, I mean, if you heard the meowing, the tone, the moaning in your voice, Terry, one can safely assume that you've quickly fallen in love with the mighty Quit.
Well, it's amazing when I sit there and drool over somebody for a moment. You guys kind of freak out on it, but I sit here for hours and days. Yeah,
but we do it. It's normal because we're guys and we have testicles. You are a woman that's supposed to keep yourself in check.
Right?
So women have a bit of dignity around here.
Women can't find other men attrauctive or drool a little bit.
Yes, they can, but when they do, they want them, and they actually probably then go about acting on it in their little.
No, how about we don't? How about we can actually say, yeah, he's pretty hot. He's
whatever.
Young,
I get it. Keep it on the down low. No problem with me. What else?
Rampage Jackson has been hospitalized for psychiatric evaluation.
Well, if you saw the way he got his ass kicked by a guy who was a major underdog, you could probably figure out why. He's having trouble dealing with the fact that he was a huge favorite, and it was a clear victory by his opponent, who I still don't even remember his name after such a fascinating win that he had a couple of weeks ago, Terry.
Griffin for us.
Yeah, something Griffin.
Or something
Griffin.
Merv.
Son of Merv?
Something like that.
Nephew of Merv?
Yeah, apparently police took him on Wednesday. Friends called them.
Let's be honest. He wins this fight a week ago Saturday, or whenever it was. I think it was a week ago Saturday. He wins this fight like he was supposed to. Is he in a hospital right now under psychiatric care?
I'm going to say no.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, therefore, it was, in fact, the fact that he's having a hard time dealing with the terrible upset that took place. That is this night a few weeks ago, whenever it was, that has him now under psychiatric evaluation.
Right.
And that's sad.
It is.
If he just would have kicked the ass like he was supposed to do, everything would have been fine. But not only did he not do that, but he now has broken down mentally to some extent.
Looks like it, because friends said that they were concerned about, quote, his behavior and some remarks he was making.
I didn't even see the fight, but I was in Vegas, and he was like a minus $440 underdog. Yes, so that's about as big a favorite as they get these days. Yep. They don't allow many bets to take place that are bigger favorites than that.
Plus 1,200.
Yeah,
not happening.
Not many times you see that in a major casino anymore these days. And I was thinking of putting money on Rampage just because he's at a point where I thought he was invincible, unbeatable.
That's MMA for you, though.
And then people were walking around the casino later that night going, I can't believe Rampage got his ass kicked. I'm like, whoa, dodged a bullet there. Good no bet by the Tay-Man.
You may have gone on a rampage.
I'd be under psychiatric care right now if I made that bet.
MMA's so weird. Like, people lose all the time. Like, the best people at MMA lose.
Well, it just shows if you're not on the top of your game, if you're not with 100% focus, if you're not completely prepared to take on your opponent, you can lose by decision. Wasn't it like a 4-round decision or something like that?
It was 3. They went all the way, and it was like...
I thought I read it was that's why I was confused by it, because I know most MMA fights are 3 rounds, but when I read the story, it pointed out that it was a 4-round decision, unless this was a misprint or something.
It was like a janky decision at the end.
I know, it was a decision. I get that part, but was it 4 rounds for some reason?
I heard it was 3. I heard it went to 3.
All right.
Just when I start getting excited,
that would have made more sense to me if I wouldn't even have stood out to me at all if it said a 3-round decision. I'd have been like, all right, that's typical. But it said 4-round decision. I was like, what the hell? Why 4 rounds? Have they gone to 4 rounds now?
I haven't heard that.
Did you see the fight? No.
Just pictures afterwards.
And no one really bought this fight because it was going to be a lopsided.
I thought it was hands down Rampage.
Right, when Rampage fought what's-his-face back almost a year ago, that was the greatest fight of all time because no one knew what was going to happen. Rampage kicked his ass in 50 seconds. Chuck Liddell, yeah.
He's coming back. So I just saw
laid a fist on his chin. Liddell went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. He's old anyway.
He's got a fight coming up, too.
Eric, was it a 4-round fight?
It was a 5-round fight.
5-round fight?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, every the title shots on UFC are 5 rounds.
Really?
I remember it standing out as a weird number, but I thought it was 4. Are you saying it was 5? Because I was thinking most MMAs are like 3-round fights, and I remember reading the story. I was like, "Whoa, that's a weird number," but I thought it was 4.
Yeah,
you sure
regular
it was 5?
MMA fights are 3 rounds, 3 5-minute rounds.
Yeah,
and then title fights are 5 5-minute rounds.
Really?
So he won by 5-round decision.
I got to be honest. I just started really getting into MMA like the past year and a half. So maybe I'm not as in the know as someone who's been a fan for a long time. But I never knew much more than a 3-round. I thought I've seen title fights that were just 3-round fights. Are you sure?
Maybe on.
Are you sure all title fights are?
I'm sure.
Is this all like elites? Is it all like, what do you call it? Between
I don't think all of them are 5. I don't think all of them are 5 rounds, but I know the UFC. I watch. Probably ordered every pay-per-view for the last.
Yeah, that's what I mean. UFC years. Compared to Elite EC. What is it? Elite EC.
Elite XC.
Elite XC. They're all the same, or?
I think they are. I don't watch Elite XC too much, but I've heard of it before.
I don't know.
Not the same as Pride.
Pride merged.
Kinda.
Okay. Yeah.
Pride fighting they do in a ring, not a cage.
Yeah, but Pride is no longer Pride anymore. They merged with some other outfit. Yeah, UFC, and they're all together now. And
yeah, Dana White bought Pride.
All right.
Dana White's
so I don't think there's much. I don't think there's much MMA in rings anymore because that's kind of lame. Yeah, everyone wants it either in an octagon or put them in a cage.
Right.
But
well, I know that a lot of the MMA fighters, like, they came from Pride and went to UFC.
No, the Pride fighters are really good. The Pride fighters are doing really well now that they've now that they've merged. The Pride fighters, from what I'm hearing, are all doing really well.
Yeah, besides
until now. Now Rampage in a rubber room not doing so well.
Nah.
No, definitely not.
What are they saying? He'll be all right? He'll be released soon? What's the story there? He's mumbling to himself? He's in the fetal position, sucking his thumb? What's the problem?
That's all I have thus far is that he was taken in on Wednesday to be evaluated and haven't gotten anything else from it.
So are we now to assume that maybe he lost this fight by decision and he's now undergoing psychiatric evaluation because he's on some major drug binge or what? Could it all be tied together like that or what?
Remember, too, he had his little run-in with the law the day before on Tuesday, got arrested.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
So who knows?
Does this all fall under the heading he lost when he shouldn't have lost? He got in an altercation and now he's in a psychiatric ward because he's having drug problems. Is that something that we should all start to assume, or are you not feeling that? Because that would be a pretty good excuse for him losing the fight to some unknown dude.
True.
Having a drug addiction doesn't mean you're nuts.
Right, but you could certainly spaz out and start having the need to be brought in for psychiatric evaluation. I mean...
Until you sober up.
Right, until you sober up. Then he's fine.
What was I doing? I was on a ledge.
KV... What is it?
I thought I could fly.
KV-he?
Kavehi.
Kavehi.
Yeah.
Well, I like the spaces in between all 3 syllables. Like
for you, dude, because you don't know how to pronounce it.
He's got K-A-Y space V-A-Y space H-E-E.
Because it's phonetic.
Yes. All right. What can we do for you, love?
Well, I just came about that fight. The fight wasn't even decisive. The way they scored that fight, they gave each judge gave it scored it differently. They gave him different rounds. Went to Forrest, then went to Rampage. I thought Rampage actually won that fight. Forrest did not win that fight. Rampage did the most damage. In the first round, they didn't even give him the first round, which was decisively. He took him down. He knocked him down. Did clear damage to him. Didn't even give him that round.
It's pretty much the least of his words right now. So you,
he's in a hospital right now.
Is it a 5-round fight or what?
Yeah, it's always 5 rounds.
5 rounds. All right.
When's there going to be 2 guys that are like 30-0 squaring off? When's that going to happen?
I don't think probably in the UFC you'll find that.
It doesn't happen in UFC. Somebody always gets caught.
When are they going to have like a heavyweight
Someone
division?
always gets caught. See, KVC knows.
Yeah.
The best fighters can always get caught.
I feel like she's a shopping network. KVC is on the line.
I like to buy some fancy jewelry.
That's right. All right, thank you for your contributions, KVC. I didn't see the fight. I was actually thinking about buying it on the replay once I got home, but
now you know, so never mind.
You can't buy fights on replay for full price. Why do they charge full price for a replay?
Do?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's a week old.
Yeah.
I see on pay-per-view they're showing the Rampage Griffin fight, and I know I missed it, so I'm thinking of buying it. Then I look, I have to pay $49.95 like I'm watching it live? I ain't doing that. I ain't no sucker.
That's crap.
I mean, give me a half-price discount and I'm in. Give me something that makes me feel like I'm not a sap. I'm not talking Bob here. And I'm buying it. They charge you full price for a replay ridiculous. A week later. I don't think so. $1 off a minute. David, you're on the air.
What a steal at $48.99.
Yes, David.
Hello?
Yes, what's up?
If those odds are that lopsided for Rampage, you should have took that fight because I believe Forrest Griffin used to be the hold the belt for that weight class.
I didn't know anything about Forrest Griffin. All I knew was I saw Rampage kick Chuck Liddell's ass. Now, I knew Rampage. If you remember when that fight was about to take place, I predicted Rampage would beat Chuck Liddell. I didn't think he'd beat him like the way he did.
Wasn't it like in the first round?
Well, he just knocked him cold in the first 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, him and Forrest Griffin used to host the Ultimate Fighter together last season. Remember that?
No, as I told you, I am a new fan to the MMA world. I was a little late to the party, but I try to buy every pay-per-view I can now, but I was in Las Vegas playing in the World Series of Poker at the time that this one went on. But I was thinking of betting on it because I thought Rampage was at a point in his career where he's in his prime and he's pretty much invincible and unbeatable. But obviously the odds would dictate that Rampage should have kicked his ass with no problem. I mean, you don't see many one-on-one type boxing matches or any sporting event where it's one team against another where there's only two participants and you got such a lopsided odds breakdown. Rampage, according to the odds, should have gone in there, taken care of business in a minute or two, and moved on with his life. But that didn't happen. He lost the fight. Now he's wandering through the streets mumbling to the point where they're putting him in a straitjacket and evaluating him psychologically, and you know this all wouldn't have happened if he would have won that fight.
Well, I guess I should have bet then because I wasn't so sure that Rampage was going to win that fight.
Well, then you should have gone online. It's not difficult to bet on anything these days. If you were such the aficionado of knowing what was going to take place, you should have gone online and put your life savings on Griffin. You would have made a fortune. You would have had your life savings times 4.
Yeah.
But where are you now? Too late to the party. But thanks for the scoop. Thanks for the scoop 2 weeks later. Oh, I knew he was going to win.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, teammate. I didn't know Griffin was going to win.
Amazing foresight.
Nobody thought Griffin was going to win. I didn't hear anyone talking about how Griffin was going to win. Not to mention by decision. I mean, if somebody catches another guy cold, all right, or gets him in like some choke out maneuver that just happened to fall into. If Rampage would have happened to fall into some maneuver of submission that he couldn't escape from, that would have made more sense than a 5-round decision.
Right.
The judge is pretty much concluding that Griffin kicked his ass more or less for 5 rounds.
Champions don't usually lose by decision, right? I mean, the belt doesn't usually change by decision.
Yeah, they usually get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
So unlike what KVC was telling us, if that's her name, I don't remember, you usually, if you're the belt holder, have to be beaten pretty thoroughly to lose your title by decision. At least that's the way it is in boxing. I don't know how they score it in MMA. Maybe they're more fair about it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But you've seen a lot of times where a champion in boxing got his ass kicked, but because he's the champion, they just keep it going for him.
You got to knock him out or knock him down.
And there are riots in the arena because the challenger got hosed.
Right.
And I'm assuming that carries over to the MMA world, but maybe not.
Doesn't sound like
I have a feeling. I don't hear many people like KVC saying that Rampage won and he got robbed. I hear most people saying, Griffin deserved that decision.
Okay.
And it was an upset, but Griffin pretty much deserved everything he got because Rampage just, for whatever reason, didn't show up or something.
Right.
Every time I hear Rampage, I think of that awesome 80s video game, Rampage. My all-time favorite.
Oh, jeez. Really?
You don't remember that game?
Yeah, I do. But
Matt, you're on the air.
Godzilla's killing the buildings.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Too busy playing Donkey Kong. Okay, go ahead, Matt. Yes. Matt, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, Matt.
Hey, yeah. My opinion, Forrest Griffin won that one. It was a little iffy at first, but yeah, I think it was a tactical fight. Forrest Griffin was taking out his leg. Rampage couldn't pivot on that leg, and as soon as he started doing that, I think it was all downhill from there.
So there's no controversy. There's no KVC was saying there's every reason to believe that Rampage won the fight in her mind. You don't agree at all?
No, Griffin won that fight.
Okay. That's what I'm assuming most people believe, since I haven't heard any kind of backlash about Rampage getting screwed, blah, blah, blah. Ryan, you're on the air, real quick.
Yeah. I knew Forrest Griffin was going to win the fight. First of all,
so obviously you're calling from your newly open mansion because you bet your life savings since you knew this, and you won the money you bet times 5.
No, before the fight, the overall text percentage said that everybody said that Forrest Griffin was going to win the fight.
Well,
I knew he was going to win it.
I don't care what the text percentage was. I was in the sports book of the Bellagio hours before the fight started, betting on horses. And
still, really?
Well, I was in between poker tournaments, and I was a little depressed from being kicked out of the main event. And I was thinking of betting. I was thinking of betting on Rampage. He was minus 440.
I'll take 1,000 on Long Johnson Silver to win.
You could have had Griffin plus 500.
Guess what? You would have lost.
But you know this.
Thank you. Are you sure? For the scoop.
The article I'm reading about the whole fight says that yes, Rampage knocked Griffin down.
Right.
Yeah, but what happened to Rampage is that Griffin got him really good with a leg kick, and so that kind of
recapping the fight this morning isn't really.
Well, but I mean, apparently that's
the
what
news
they're saying.
of the morning is that Rampage has got bigger worries right now than being beaten by Griffin, because once you start showing up in psychiatric wards, it's a downward spiral. So he's got to collect himself quick, because he's got a lot of still, even being beaten by Griffin, he's got a lot of promise and a lot of future paydays coming his way if he can keep his act together.
I hate that a guy can get beat by a leg kick. What am I fighting my sister?
and this is a quote from Jackson. He says, he really hurt my leg.
Your sister adept to sleep in the leg?
She's always kicked, when we fight,
But that was in the balls.
Well, whatever. She tried, but still, kicking is stupid.
All right, Ryan, anything you want to add or what?
I'm going to go 5 rounds.
What?
Said Rampage didn't have the stamina to go 5 rounds.
He was getting tired?
Well, he sure looks tired.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That also
lot.
could play into the drug theory.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. 5 rounds here does seem like a long time for him.
It does.
Well, it's the 5-minute round. That's the killer.
The 5-minute
rounds.
That's the killer.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5 3-minute rounds.
I thought he said 5-minute rounds.
Oh, that is an eternity.
Yeah, that's a killer.
I mean, to keep going all... Yeah.
When are they going to have a heavyweight division, unlimited? Just like a 6'9", 500-pound guy go? When's that going to happen?
Bobby Joe, you're on the air.
Then I'll watch.
Hi.
You get it.
Even Rampage Jackson, after being interviewed after the fight, admitted Forrest Griffin took him out.
So he admitted he lost.
Yeah, he said he really hurt my leg in the second round. I was on the ground the whole time.
Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Got a cramp. Ooh, me leg.
You guys, man, you talk so much crap.
It's like Brock Lesnar. Remember, he was kicking the crap out of that guy. And the guy squeezes on his leg, and he's, I'm out. On his tap. I'm out. What a wuss.
Leon, you're on the air.
You guys kill me.
He's in the WWF for 10 years. All of a sudden, he gets in an MMA fight. He's like, tap. Quit squeezing my foot. Morse code.
I mean, I really wish Rampage would have won that.
Still talking.
Yes, Leon.
I'm telling you, man, for just bad.
What?
He's scrap.
Say again?
Repeat that. Yeah.
It was
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Leon.
All right, man. No, I said Forrest Griffin, scrap, man. He's a bad cat.
So he won you over.
From the streets, dude. I really wish Rampage would have won.
But Forrest Griffin won you over. He won you over after watching that fight? He won you over with his abilities and his tactics and his strategy and his execution?
He didn't necessarily win me over, man. Rampage is tired.
Well, the way you're talking, it sounds like he won you over. You're
Rampage is tired.
No.
A second ago, you were saying how badass Griffin is.
Man, I love Forrest Griffin from way back in the day. I watched that cat grow up on that show, man. He's bad, dude. I'm telling you, he can scrap. That's all there is to it. Rampage, he didn't have stamina.
Didn't have it this night.
Yeah, I'm telling you, five-minute rounds? Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that's 5 minute, 5-minute rounds, and 5 of them, dude.
Well, he could have the
I
mic.
mean, you know, how many rounds can you go?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Rampage could have the Mike Tyson plague. If you don't knock him out in the first round or two, you're done.
Well, and maybe he thought he did because he did knock him down.
Tyson really went more than 6.
Stamina, dude, he can go. I mean, he can go. Him and Stephen Bonner, man, that's another cat, man. Them two, I mean, I'm telling you, dude, he's got what it takes, man. I mean, I don't want to say he doesn't care, but I mean, he's got it, bro.
Well, right now, Rampage has Jell-O and 3 nurses evaluating his every move. So
if things go well, I'll have Connect 4 by noon.
Mm-hmm. And we thank Ice-T for the call this morning. All right, 1-866-663 T-Man is the number to call. I mean, just the inflections. Didn't it sound a lot like
Speed Light? Fast.
The T-Man Show. He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
So now you're calling in?
I'm sorry, I was a little not available earlier.
Would you go out last night? Would you have someone come in last night? A little above? What happened?
Right now, I think.
Is someone there right now?
First of all, no. Yeah, my cat. Okay.
Chloroform rag over their face? A date rape lawsuit ready to be filed or what?
A sore anus?
First of all, I haven't had anybody over in probably more than 2 weeks.
Oh,
and I haven't drank any Corona in 3 weeks.
You what? You haven't had a boner in 3 weeks?
I haven't had any Coronas in 3 weeks.
I see. So you're not drinking anymore is what you're saying?
I'm trying not to, yeah.
Are you officially on the wagon? Because that's one tilted wagon if you're jumping aboard.
No. If I go out, I still have drinks.
All right, so it's not like you're declaring yourself on the wagon and trying to straighten yourself out. It's just a situation that you haven't been in a circumstance to have Coronas over the past couple of weeks, or what?
I've made a choice not to buy Coronas in the last 3 weeks.
All right, well, we called you, and you didn't answer about 15 some odd minutes ago because we were kind of taken aback. Why are your people taking a guy like Brady Quinn, who probably got more ass than anyone in the history of the collegiate world, all right? He was the stud quarterback at Notre Dame, okay? Where all they care about is football.
Right.
You know how many plaid skirts, you know how many Irish girls you probably tossed their little dresses over their head and took care of what needed to be taken care of. In order to get your meal points at Notre Dame, I think you have to screw Brady Quinn, Terry. I think that's the deal.
So you punch in?
That's how big time he is at Notre Dame.
All right, Justin, it's your turn.
All right? So my question is,
I just wanted an omelet.
With all that on the record, with him like setting records for having more sex in a heterosexual fashion, from what we understand, in the history of the college world, why are your people taking a guy who's given no consent and didn't even have an awareness that he'd be part of being the spokesperson to a gay website? Why is he having to wake up this week to the prospect of being splashed all over one of the gayest websites out there without his approval? Why is that happening?
Okay, first of all, he's freaking hot.
Oh, geez. Well, that explains everything.
And the deal is, most of the time these websites are run by straight people, so don't say my people are the one taking his photo and using it without his permission.
So you're telling me that the gay websites out there are run by heterosexual men?
A lot of them are, yes.
Why would a guy who's heterosexual, because it's lucrative? Oh, just why would a guy, even if it's a cash cow, why would a guy who's not gay be all excited and up and running some gay website? I don't think that's the case. I don't think straight men run gay.
They make a lot of money.
Well, why wouldn't a gay man run it then?
I have no idea.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
They're desperate. They'll pay anybody. It doesn't matter if they're gay or straight.
I think the gay websites are pretty much run by gay guys.
No, they're pretty much not.
But Gay said he told us in the past his favorite guy or his favorite model is a straight guy who does just strictly gay stuff. Gay, poses gay, right?
Oh, yeah, he's gay for pay.
Yeah, you hit on...
He's gay for pay.
And so is Pasty.
You hit on guys that you clearly know have no interest and are heterosexual. And now here's another example of a guy named Brady Quinn who is...
No, I hit on guys because I'm willing to take the chance. And there's a lot of
But what kind of chance you taking when you know the guy you're hitting on is heterosexual and has no interest in...
I don't know if they don't have an interest.
So you think any guy, even if he's straight, can be swayed if the right circumstance presents itself?
There are a lot of guys that would be willing to play and willing to experiment.
For pay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we heard that...
Yeah, I've never paid anybody.
Oh, jeez. But have you ever been paid?
Oh, hell no. Who's going to pay me? I'm fat.
That's a good point. Anyway.
You ever been paid for any kind of activity at all? Ever?
Oh, geez.
No.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't think
anyway.
Maybe a photo shoot or two, but
a photo shoot.
Oh.
Yeah, I got flown to Paris for a photo shoot.
What do you feel for Brady Quinn right now? You feel bad knowing that he's upset that he had to hear
that?
Get
over it. You know what? If your photo's out there on the internet, anybody can do anything that they want to with it.
Not necessarily. You can't become an endorser of some website or
but it didn't
business.
Say his name. It didn't say, "Hey, I'm Brady Quinn. Come and."
Right.
Oh, it doesn't say his name.
No, it doesn't say. It just has his photo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But he's
just a hot guy without his shirt, and he's on a phone.
He's a recognizable figure, so it doesn't have to say his name. His face,
but he
his
is
face
public.
Is his name.
I didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know it was Brady Quinn?
No, I had to Google it, and then I found the photo, and it's a pretty hot photo.
You didn't know he's the backup? He's only the backup, too, by the way.
He can be whatever he wants.
He's the most successful backup quarterback in the history of the NFL. I think he's going to be... See, the quarterback, the first-string quarterback for Cleveland was such a surprise performer last year that it's going to be tough for Brady Quinn to even be the starter this year.
He had a great year.
So Brady Quinn, who's the second coming, at least the people who follow him and are fans of him, he may be a backup quarterback for a while. Because, dude, on Cleveland shocked everyone, and they almost made the playoffs.
Derek Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, solid fantasy football question for John Clayton.
Yes.
Can't wait to ask him.
With fantasy football drafts coming up before you know it.
Already got my magazines.
With plans already being made. This is what heterosexual men talk about. Okay? With plans already being made for fantasy football drafts. Brady Quinn is one of the biggest questions out there. Is he draftable? Or is he a guy to pick up as a free agent maybe in week 2 if things start to pan out for him?
Man, I don't even know if he can beat out Derek.
Yeah, he's going to be my fantasy football player later when I take my restless leg syndrome medicine.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Do you have any big weekend plans, Gay?
Summer Jam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
No way.
I'm going.
Maybe 60 pounds ago you were going.
I'm going.
Now knowing that you're back to 292, I don't think you're going.
Okay.
I think you think you're going, but the morning of, you're going to check yourself out, and you're going to be like, can't swing it.
Well, stick to Strawberry Jam.
No, I just have to go buy a big shirt today, so I feel comfortable.
Oh, man, comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's
big shirt.
All right. A gay phone operator, always a pleasure, and not a really.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
He's a gay phone operator.
He's not a concert type, is he? Come on.
Who gave him? Did you give him tickets?
I didn't give him tickets. I heard he called for tickets. Everyone wants tickets. Everyone wants tickets to everything right now.
I know.
Comedy Jam, Summer Jam is a jam for everybody.
Strawberry for gay.
Uh-huh. Nice rhubarb. I think he heard about the barbecue. That's why he wants to go.
No question. No question.
Being able to backstage barbecues happening at every concert this year. He heard about ribs on a spit, and he's in.
That's right.
He said, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a doggy bag for this or no?
Yeah, he'll be asking for items to go.
I'll be taking leftovers.
I tell you, what else is going on in the world out there, please? What else is happening on this very fractious Friday?
Well, first of all, it seems as though Denise Richards is trying to get her daughters removed from Charlie Sheen's house. She filed for an emergency order yesterday because she claims that there's serious psychological issues going on at Charlie Sheen's house that could damage...
All makes for great TV, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. How was her show doing? I heard it did well in its first week, but I haven't heard anything since. I'm imagining it's gone down the freaking tubes or what?
I don't know.
Denise Richards, It's Complicated?
Is that the name of the show?
Yeah.
Denise Richards is complicated?
Denise Richards, It's Complicated.
It's complicated.
Yes.
Yes.
Great title. I don't understand it.
Well, she's just going on to prove how complicated her life continues to be.
Okay.
As she has this never-ending feud with Charlie Sheen.
I know. Who
She
got
always
remarried?
Googles herself. It's so weird looking at her, reading about herself online. A little self-absorbed.
So you watch the show?
I do, yes. I watch every show ever.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kardashians, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, has been re-signed.
I thought she's the one who Googles herself.
Huh?
I thought Kim Kardashian's the one who Googles herself.
They both do. It's a real funny bit, I guess, to read about yourself on your show.
Oh my God, that's what they said about me.
Well, it goes 5 minutes.
Well,
anyway.
Kim Kardashian was bragging that she was like the top search in Google, more than she was Googling herself.
Really?
She wasn't reading about herself. She was just bragging to her family.
Well, if you're the top search, you have a right to brag. I'm sorry.
That's pretty cool.
If you're the top search on Google, which last I checked is a pretty big search little engine.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger than Leica Vista.
Alta Vista.
Alta Vista?
Yeah, and Lycos.
Yeah.
Combined a couple of them.
A little bit better than Lycos and Alta Vista.
It's not that impressive.
If you're the number one search word or entity on Google, I'll give you the right to brag about it, all right?
Coming in number 2, big boobs.
Are you telling me...
I mean, big deal.
Are you telling me that Kim Kardashian was the number one search words put into Google?
Yeah. At one point, yeah.
I don't care if it's at any point. If you're ever the title holder of being the number one in any given week on Google, that is something to be bragging about.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't think so?
Nah, not really. It's more topical. I mean,
I think that's
people
huge.
Want to hear about a news story that's number one. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
All right. You're hard to impress.
Well, anyway, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, third season.
They're in the third season already?
Well, they've been picked up for a third season, yes.
Yeah, but seasons are like 4 episodes long. And
well, no, none of those guys.
I don't think they've had 2 22-episode seasons. I'm sorry.
Probably not, but...
All right.
Anyway, apparently it pulls in a lot of young female viewers during its time slot on Sundays.
A season used to have to be 22 episodes, and it'd have to be like 1 season per year. You couldn't fit 3 seasons in a year.
Right.
Now they have like, we're on our 4th season, but it's your 2nd year.
It is confusing.
And then a season could be 4 episodes. So I don't know how much credibility you put into them going into their 3rd season. Since there are like 6 total episodes. 3rd season, 6 episodes.
Didn't the fat one get busted for a DUI?
Yeah, she did. And where did I read?
I don't know. You have to Google her.
I'll pass.
What if the fat one becomes the #1 search on Google? That would be a turn of events.
If I knew how to spell her last name, I'd probably Google her.
There's no way. She's ugly.
But if you come close to spelling Kardashian, you're in.
They give it to you.
Yes.
That I appreciate.
Did you mean? I love Did you Kardashian. I love Did you mean? It always applies to me. Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you so much.
I meant Ebony Plumbers.
I'm a dumbass who doesn't know how to spell.
You guys are ridiculous.
You put Ebony Plumbers. Did you mean Ebony Plumpers? Yes.
How did you know? Yeah, big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they are pretty smart about, did you know?
Yeah,
they always know.
Always all over it.
God, you guys.
You put in Aegean twin babysitters. Did you mean Asian twin babysitters with no fingers? Oh.
No fingers.
Oh, very hot. Yes.
So hot.
And hood rings. Okay.
Wow.
What else? So what were you saying now? Kim Kardashian, what?
Well, their show is
what?
pulls in a lot of the 18 to 34 time slot.
Yeah,
and on Sunday nights, no other cable show draws more women between that age group.
So in Sunday nights lineup across the cable spectrum,
yes,
no show does better between the ages of 18 to 34 than
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Safe to say that makes it a bona fide hit.
I would say yes.
Doesn't take much.
Or enough to get picked up again.
To become a bona fide hit.
True.
Because, all you need is a nice, round, pow ass, and you are going to be watched. Because her face is hot, but it's at times marginal. And if you've seen it without makeup.
Yeah, and crying. Oh, there was an episode where she was just no makeup, crying nonstop.
I've seen it. Terry,
did you see it? And the family was going.
Terry loved when she was crying.
Loved it.
About time you cried.
And Vinnie and I have actually talked about this because we don't think that Kim is the hottest sister. I like is that the oldest one?
No, the shorter one.
I've heard talk about that. That ain't flying.
Couldn't be more wrong.
It's just Kim's ass is bigger.
Right.
So she's the hotter sister.
There you go.
But face-wise.
Sounds like a hands-down winner to me.
I guess. You got me.
But face-wise, if they had the same ass, you're saying the sister's better looking than Kim?
The little sister, yeah. The smaller in size sister, yes.
All right, but she doesn't have as nice an ass.
There you go.
Any more discussion needed?
Yeah, what do you want here?
Okay.
Somebody not on that show? Bruce Jenner.
Oh, my God.
God, he's tough to look at.
So plastic.
His face is so taut. It's so tough to look at.
Plastic.
His face is worse than the military bed.
Fine. Would you rather it be all wrinkly and old like his age would dictate, or what?
Well, he's still got the wrinkles. They're just stretched out now. It just looks like stretched out wrinkles. It's awful.
So you're saying, yes, you would rather have an old, saggy-looking, wrinkled face?
What do you care at 60 whether you have wrinkles? You're supposed to.
If you have the money to get plastic surgery, to get facelifts when you hit 50, 45, 50, 55, are you going to do it or not?
I don't want the taut, shiny face.
Well, then go to a better surgeon. But they all can't help but pull. That's what they do. They pull your skin back to try to eliminate the wrinkles.
At least he doesn't look like Kenny Rogers.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers looks like his face has been pulled out a couple of times, too. But what's the alternative? To look all old and wrinkly. So I ask you, you have the money, you have disposable cash like Bruce Jenner does from doing the decathlon and
right, very lucrative.
And Kenny Rogers has from making a nice chicken wing. Let me ask you, if you have that kind of disposable cash, you're 55 years old, you going to get your face pulled on or no?
My face pulled on?
You're going to get a facelift, yes or no?
I'm going to pass on the facelift.
All right, you're a big talker right now, but wait till you see the wrinkles start setting in.
I already got them. I got grays. What do you want?
You got wrinkles? At 30?
Everyone does.
At 33?
Everyone's got wrinkles.
I know, we don't talk about that. Anyway, not nearly, but not anywhere where it's going to be. You don't have any wrinkles.
Are you that vain at 50 that you have to get a facelift?
If you have the money, yes.
Really?
If you have the money and you're not, you can't take it with you. You ever heard that expression? What are you going to do, leave it for the kids?
Hey, what's her name? Tried. She left it for her dog. Leona Helmsley. But if you're that old, I mean, if you're a man, what do you care? You're married. What do you need to have a tight face for? He looks like a freak. He doesn't even look right.
No, he doesn't. He looks really bizarre.
Well, I have to see him, so I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't watch. I have to start watching more TV.
It's not.
I'm too much on the internet. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I have to start watching shows like Saving the Kardashians. What is it called?
Keeping Up.
Up.
It's really hard to keep up with them, by the way. I mean, they have a lot going on.
Yes.
I good luck. I try to keep up for the first 5 minutes. I'm already lost.
No, you're not going to be able to. There's a lot going on.
I feel like a rat on a wheel. I can't keep up here. Okay. Very exciting. When is it on? Sunday nights?
Sunday night.
Apparently.
And isn't Denise Richter's show on Sunday nights, too? Are they back-to-back or what?
I think it's back-to-back.
Okay.
If you want to feel dumber, watch both those shows back-to-back.
Okay.
Best hour of your life.
Wouldn't it make you feel smarter if you're kind of leaning towards dumb to be watching shows like that?
I don't get it. I'm confused. What?
Okay, let's all work on that.
The T-Man Show.
Sorry I'm late, Terry. Little crisis at home. You know, Angela's away. I told you that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everything okay?
Yeah, she's doing the Young and the Restless tour today. She's going to run away with Victor.
I'm kind of excited.
I think she's thinking in the back of her mind they're going to make her a cast member, but I don't know.
Really? That would be so cool, though. If she came home and said, guess what?
Yeah, you're done. I'm out of here. I got a life.
We're moving.
No, got a life.
That would be kind of cool. Oh, every woman's fantasy to be picked up by a soap opera.
Okay, whatever. Anyhow, let me go. Alex and Nico called yesterday.
Okay.
We didn't have time for their situations. They have serious dilemmas, and I don't want them to go into the weekend without us giving in a solid attempt in trying to solve their problems. So who do you want to hear from first? Nico was waiting the longest yesterday. How about that? Does that sound all right?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, let me start with Nico, who is a married man whose wife and him have been at odds over a number of issues recently, one of which he would like to talk about on the airwaves.
Okay.
Good morning, Nico.
Good morning.
What's up, baby?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Pretty good. How are you?
Friday.
Oh, happy Friday to you, yes. And how long you been married there, Nico?
14 years.
14 years?
Wow.
What,
yeah,
you married at age 8?
Last month on the 9th of June with the suggestions.
How old are you, Nico?
I'm 36 on Tuesday.
36 on Tuesday, celebrating a birthday in less than a week, and the man has to deal with problems that shouldn't be the case. In the middle of the red-hot summer of 2008 and the birthday on the horizon, everything should be all cake and ice cream, Terry. Right. What's the problem, Nico?
Man, the problem is I was doing my little business in the bathroom. You know, my wife was gone, and I was feeling a little frisky, so
I
figured I'll go, take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
every husband's right, every boyfriend's right, every man's right to do to himself as he pleases.
Right.
You're not going to go blind.
I'm not going to go blind.
There's nothing wrong with a little self-gratification.
Nico wears glasses now. He can still see a little bit.
All right, his vision ain't 20/20 anymore, but he can still see.
Palm's a little hairy.
Nico, your wife came home, or your wife just found out you were doing that? Why would a wife get insulted? Would you rather him run around with a wandering schlong, Terry, as opposed to just doing what needs to be done to get him through a given day? What's the problem? Why do wives get bent out of shape sometimes?
Well,
you have me. Why don't you choose me as your first option?
Right.
You are my first option. Just because I chose this today doesn't mean you're not my first option. I feel like I'm having this conversation.
And what I try to tell her is, I'm trying to get that first one out the way so I can perform a little better when I get to her.
And that, you hear that said time and time again, and it's to a point where it's overdone, but it happens to be a physical reality, Terry. The laws of physics back that up. That if you... I don't care about getting a buzzer.
I disagree.
If you've gone a couple of days without shaking one off, Terry... Let me just put it this way. Nico, hold on. Let me just finish this point. Very important point. If you've gone like 24, 48, maybe even upwards of, who knows, 72 hours and beyond of not firing off.
Right.
If you expect to last long, you're just not going to last as long as You would if you were to, knowing that you haven't fired one off in 48, 72 hours, taking care of it before you have the act of sex take place. It's just basic physics. It absolutely makes sense and works. You want to last longer. Now, I think it's a lame excuse that Nico told that to his wife, and she's not dumb, and she wasn't buying that. He doesn't care how long you last with her. They're married.
14 years.
But if you're some guy trying to impress a woman, trying to do your best sexually, and you want to last longer than you ordinarily probably would, firing one off, and we used to do it in college. I mean, yeah, with big circle. If it makes sense.
And I mean, not only that, the way she feels is like every bit of me should be safe for her, and there's no like me time. And
all right, but this is something she'll get over. This is some argument that has happened from way before you were even a married man. This is something that is not uncommon, that is fought between husband and wife for a long time in the past. So this is something that women tend to get over. Your wife is not still as mad today as she was, like, when she find this out? Like 2-3 days ago? When did this happen?
We're on day 6, and I still haven't been able to touch her or even look at her.
She won't let you touch her, or she won't even let you look at her?
Basically, she wants an apology.
Well, why would you want to put an end to such a good thing? All right, so you're not allowed to touch her, and if you're looking at her, she fires off some like real.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, some real negative,
where's my apology?
Loud comments.
Yeah, and I mean she's really good on.
All right, so when she's wait. When she says, "Where's my apology?" Are you too prideful? Are you too stubborn to say, just give her what she wants? All right, I'm sorry, whatever. Have you told her you're sorry, or you won't apologize?
I just feel that there's no need to apologize. I mean,
so that becomes the fight then. The fight isn't necessarily at that point even what he did by himself. It's the fact that he just won't succumb to saying I'm sorry when it's not that big a deal to say I'm sorry sometimes. Nico.
Sometimes, but I do it all the time.
All she wants is a frickin' sorry. I mean, you think that's such a swallowing of your pride?
Well,
still you're sorry. Cross your fingers.
I feel I'm not wrong, and I don't feel like
You're not wrong. So what if you're not wrong and you say I'm sorry? Is that such a big deal?
Yeah. It is to me. I mean, you shouldn't. Like, to me, words mean something.
It sets a bad precedent, though, if you start apologizing for things you didn't do.
Well, some things you just got to pick your spots, pick your battles. Just say I'm sorry. Whatever.
I feel, though, she should come around more or less to the point and understand that that's just, something that,
all right, you've been married 14 years. How often in the past 6 months do you and your wife have marital relations of a sexual nature? How often would you say in the past 4 or 6 months on the average in a given week do you guys have intracourse?
At least 4 to 5 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week.
Wow.
And she feels like I'm a married woman who's been with my man for 14 years, and I'm giving him 4 or 5 time a week sex, and he has the audacity to be caught in the bathroom by himself. Jerry and the Gherkin.
Well, I don't know what I would do if I walked on that.
So Terry's already getting angry just thinking about a guy who's doing something like that.
Oh, man.
Nico, you could have just given her the I'm sorry and everything would have been fine. Then you could have been back at it with in your own private time as you saw fit. I mean, this could have been salvaged with a simple sorry, and you wouldn't have had to feel like you've succumbed in such a major way. But now you've set the precedent that you're not going to apologize. So how long does this go on, Terry? Neither wants to give any ground here.
Well, 14 years. I think they'll work it out. Sounds like it. She's being stubborn. He's being stubborn.
6 days. Have you had sex in the 6 days?
No.
She said she won't let you touch you. She won't let you touch her.
No, I haven't touched her, like I said, in 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost like a barrier in the bed between us.
Mm-hmm. You ever get caught doing that to yourself in the bed when she's sleeping, or no?
You in the bed when she's sleeping?
I've been caught.
Really?
No.
Really?
Come on. Oh, now that would piss me off.
That really starts
I'd say if you enjoy yourself more while you're laying next to me.
You look so peaceful. You look like you were sleeping like an angel. I didn't want to bother you.
That's kind of weird.
And now you're an angel with jizz on your forehead. Let me wipe that.
Oh, that is weird to me. That is weird.
All right. So, yeah, that's a definite fight starter. All right. Is it too late now, Nico? Trust me, you're not succumbing at all if you just tell her you're sorry. Is it too late at this point for you to go home and say, I've given it some thought. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, freaking blah. Is it too late for that or what? I mean...
that's what I'm calling for. I mean, I just thought there was probably another way out, and I thought you had an answer for me other than...
I don't know much of another way out as opposed to just letting time, allowing this to let the dust settle.
On the radio, I'm talking to...
Yeah, T-Man, that's me. Time will obviously heal these. These are not deep wounds that you and your wife have put on each other, okay? So time will allow the dust to settle, and I didn't think it should take 6 days, Terry, but obviously...
Well, but the only reason it's taking 6 days
more than
is
just what happened. It's now the fact that he won't apologize.
Right, they're just being hard-headed.
Even time will heal that.
Right.
She's going to get tired of giving him the silent treatment. She's going to start talking to him little by little, and they're going to start having sex again. This is not going to be...
Yeah, it's just, we did it.
Oh, yeah, you sound great.
Yeah. I think Nico has a new boyfriend. It's just, are you willing to wait out the time as opposed to saying I'm sorry and having a better weekend with your wife if that's what you're into?
Actually, I'm ready to get back on the saddle because, the birthday's coming up. And
yeah, you want some birthday sex. She'll give you, exactly. With the birthday coming up, you probably don't have to say I'm sorry, and by Tuesday, she will come around because she can't hold the grudge through his birthday, Terry. That'd be wrong. All right, she's got to give him some birthday sex. All right, so if you want to make the weekend a little uncomfortable and you can get through that, by Tuesday, she'll come around. And if she doesn't, then there's something really wrong with her.
Yeah.
All right? Because then she's being way overboard here, Terry. If she denies him his birthday and ignores him on his birthday, then who the hell is he married to after 14 years?
Exactly. And I'm quite sure she does it herself.
She ready to say she's sorry for all the time she's laid back and... Done flickety flick, Terry?
Oh, come on.
Wow.
And I'm quite sure.
Lord.
Because sometimes I see my stash, it be moved around.
Oh, jeez. Tiny wants to console Nico here. Yes, Tiny. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. Are people really that uptight about masturbation?
Oh, jeez. All right, take it easy, yes.
Yes, sir.
His wife is a little uptight. She gives him sex 5 times a week. And if any woman has a right to be bent out of shape over her husband doing that type of thing, it's a woman who, after 14 years of marriage, still gives her husband sex 5 times a week.
Wow, kudos.
Me and my wife been together 10 years, and we can't keep our hands off each other. Wow. But I will walk by her and say, I'll be right back.
She doesn't care?
Fast and I ain't got to be tired.
And she doesn't care, and she doesn't feel insulted by that, right?
No.
I think that's a sign of confidence, Terry. I don't see it being any other way than a lack of some level of confidence with being all riled up over your man doing that. Why is that a violation of your marriage in any way?
Well, I think what happens, though,
you ain't married to me.
It's in no way reflecting on any type of
love is nothing.
Yeah, of how much or how little love you have, or how strong or how not strong your marriage is. There's no bearing on that.
It doesn't.
And most
only
of the
has
time,
to deal
I'm
with
thinking
relief.
about her anyway, how I just...
Oh, that's a lie. Now, that's definitely a lie.
Big lie.
There's no way you're thinking about your wife.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
If you were thinking about your wife, you'd be having sex with your wife. You're having...
Well, and that's the thing. That is the thing. Why is that so necessary when I'm
we feel
available?
guilty having sex with our wife and thinking about something else sometimes.
Wait a minute, now, T. I remember what I do. I just put the little video on the computer, and it's all good.
Of you and your wife?
Of me in the last playtime. Okay.
How many volumes of videos do you have of you and your wife getting together?
I got about 6-7 hours.
Wow, 6-7 hours of video.
Wow. And that's all
VHS.
So, VHS.
So if you can find a VCR, you can watch it.
So when you have self-gratification moments, you watch yourself in action?
Either me or us playing.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
That doesn't really do it. Well, yeah, but he likes toes, too.
Hey,
so
he's got a...
Yeah, I'm more old school,
All right,
man.
but
I'll
the
just
point
pull out
is...
my magazine.
The point
Some
is...
people actually do. You asked Gay yesterday if people do it to
The point he's trying to make is his wife doesn't get all upset, doesn't get all fired up when she knows that he's doing things to himself. Big whoop.
But as far as...
me much as my wife does.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Nico is concerned, and like you pointed out, 14 years, you guys are still very, very sexually active, and it does kind of make you go, well, aren't I doing it enough for you? Or
Variation, Terry. Gives a little variety.
You know what you need?
Nico, I've changed my feeling. I don't want you to apologize now. I want to see if she has the audacity to not talk to you on your birthday. Your birthday's close enough that you can get through this weekend. I want to find out if this wife of yours is so overboard with her anger over you doing what you did to yourself that she doesn't talk to you on your birthday. All right?
Yes, sir.
Do take yourself to McDonald's.
I guarantee you...
For your birthday.
I guarantee you that she'll talk to you on your birthday, that she will...
Big deal,
she'll come back around on your birthday. But if she doesn't, I want to be the first to know. All right, Nico?
Yes, you will be the first to know.
All right, Nico.
Like I said, I'm a host to my guns, and thanks for that, man. That's what I needed.
Take care, my friend.
Okay, you guys have a good weekend.
The birthday's coming up at just the right spot here, Terry. They'll be at about the 10-day mark.
That's so funny.
When his birthday rolls around, and if she makes it to day 11 and denies him any type of real communication on his freaking birthday, when he's not getting any younger, the guy's in his 30s, for heaven's sake. She's not going to talk to him on his birthday? She'll talk to him on his birthday. They'll have sex on his birthday.
We'll see.
You admit, you agree that it'd be wrong if she continued on with this.
Yes, you have to make some kind of...
It's already too long that she's gone without really giving him the time of day. If she extends that to and beyond his birthday, that's stupid. Right?
She should acknowledge his birthday.
And there's nothing worse than women being stupid.
Oh, it happens all the time, though. It's too bad.
Nothing more annoying, more obnoxious, more unbearable than women being stupid.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
So if you're Nico's wife out there and you happen to be listening, don't be stupid. You've gone far enough with this. Nico gets the point. Not that it's going to slow him down at all. He disagrees with you on this. You can agree to disagree, and he can start talking again. And if you don't talk to him on his birthday, that's stupid. Don't be stupid. All right. Melanie would like to chime in with her thoughts on this. Yes, Melanie. How you doing, Melanie?
Hi.
Hi.
Is this T-Man?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Hi.
What are you doing right now?
I was just going to say that I don't understand why a woman would be mad that a man would do that. It's not like women don't do it, too. And it's not like...
Well, maybe Nico's wife doesn't do that. Some women don't do that. Maybe Nico's wife, who has sex with her husband 4 or 5 times a week on the average, is more than satisfied with that and feels that he should be in the same vein as her level of satisfaction with just the sex that they have as husband and wife. And when she realizes that that's not the case, she gets all up in arms.
Is that the main vein?
Well, right, but I could understand... I could understand if he wasn't doing it with her and he only wanted to do that, but I think a lot of men do it. I know my husband doesn't, and I don't care. I mean, it's not like he's doing it in the bed next to her and she's like, "Hey, come over here." And he's like, "No, I'm busy."
If your husband did it in bed next to you while you were sleeping, would you be upset?
Terry, it traditionally happens when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're trying to get yourself back to sleep.
Traditionally? Really?
Now, we probably could have gone to the bathroom, but we're a little lazy, we're a little tired. We think we could fall asleep at any moment, so we just shake one off real quick. And
that is too weird for me.
No, it's not that weird, Terry.
If you woke up and a man next to you, if you woke up to the sound of and the man next to you was all,
I would be like,
going after
ew, what are you doing? Get out of my bed.
Ew is the first word.
Yes. Ooh, what are you doing?
This is the grossest thing you've ever thought of?
Go, get out of bed. Go somewhere else.
I think every woman is pretty much, at some point in her life, woken up to that, right?
I think so.
What did your wife say, Hush?
Melanie, have you ever, you said that...
Not good?
You said that would bother you. Yeah, no, every woman gets bothered by that. I remember It hasn't happened with Angela, but it did happen with an ex-girlfriend, and she threatened to have sex with one of my best friends.
No way!
Yes.
Because of that?
She was trying to find the button that would make me angry, because I was laughing, because I was kind of giggling that she was so outraged by what she woke up to, that she threatened to have sex with one of my best friends, and that worked. It got us in a big fight. I don't know why I allowed myself to be sucked into the fight with her.
Good job, T-Man.
Mm-hmm. But she hit the button that she estimated would work to get me like as angry as she was, and it worked. And looking back, I shouldn't allow that to happen. Yeah. I should have realized her tactics and not given her the satisfaction.
So you've never been caught with your wife, or you don't do that with your wife?
What do you mean I've never been caught with my wife?
You said your wife, you've never done that.
I've never been. No, I've never been caught.
You've never been caught.
She's a sound sleeper.
Okay, but you've done it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times. Yeah.
So what do you think she would do?
I'm a chronic. I'm asked about what?
What do you think she would do?
She'd be upset. She'd be upset.
Would she?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, she'd be upset.
Really upset.
Yeah, she gets upset when she knows that I do in the bathroom sometimes.
Really? Kind of like Nico's wife? Kind of like Nico's wife?
What?
Upset? Kind of like Nico's wife?
No,
upset?
I don't think it'd be 6 days.
It'd be like a couple.
It'd be just a long 10-minute argument.
An argument, though?
Get over it.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
And a lot of times it just comes down to guys' laziness.
Okay.
Sex sometimes can be a lot of work. All right?
Yeah, but it's a loving gesture. It's that kind of thing.
And a lot of work.
And that's what women enjoy, the physical contact.
You think it's easy to get this 300 pounds going?
And even if it's not a lot of work, it seems like a lot of work to guys who are lazy.
But see, that's the other...
You get this?
Whatever, but
understand 20 seconds here.
But understand for women why they do get upset is for when it comes to sex and things like that, it's the physical, it's the connection.
Exactly. And that sounds like a lot of work to me.
No, but when men can just do one really that quick and just be so
why is that
separate.
Why is that not our fault?
Not just do one that quick, but then not hear complaining about it afterwards. I got it done in 20 seconds and no one hollered at me after I was through.
It makes us feel like, you don't
it takes you longer than 20 seconds. Why is that our fault?
Well, but you're supposed to want to enjoy the whole love-making thing with us like we do with you.
Exactly. You just illustrated my point. Sounds like a lot of work to me. Most days
but
I
love
am
is
willing...
work and marriage is work. Everything's work.
Most days I am willing to put in that work, but right now I don't feel like it, so I'm off on my own.
Oh, so what are you saying? You're not in the mood to work on us at all, or our relationship?
If that's how you're taking it, then do with that as you
being
please.
Lazy?
If you want to file papers, go for it.
Get out. I'm glad I have a prenup.
All right.
You just took it there. Already throwing out the papers.
Right to the jugular.
Toss and dice.
Tell me you've never thrown that out to her in an argument.
What?
Go ahead, file papers.
No, never.
Oh, okay.
No, you start saying that. That's pretty harsh. Yeah, it's over.
Toss and dice. You're on the air.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Toss and Dice?
Hey, T-Man, what's up, baby?
How are you, man?
All right, hey, man, I caught my wife playing with her little thing, and she got mad at me, and I said, what are you doing? She goes, I'm rubbing one out. And I said, why are you rubbing one out without me? She goes, because I do it better with my machine than you do it, but when I do it, she gets mad at me. But when she does it, it's okay. So what's up with that?
There's no level playing field there, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know why that should make sense to anyone. Why she wants you to leave her alone when she has her needs that she'd like to take care of on her own. But if you do the same, then she gets mad at you.
Exactly.
That sounds like the ultimate of unfairness.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to take that up with her. I don't have an answer to that.
Hey, I love tossing my dice, so you guys have a good evening.
Okay, that's why. That's tossing dice, Terry.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of goes without saying most guys like to do that, sir. Oh, I love it.
Can't stand it.
Yeah, right. Awful.
What else is happening out there, Terrence?
Well, I didn't know this could happen, but apparently a guy in Arizona...
Tara! What's going on?
A guy in Arizona gave his goldfish a lip piercing. Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty strange. The guy...
Was it goldfish or a fish?
Goldfish.
Goldfish are pretty small.
Yeah, last I checked, yes.
All right.
He, according to the gentleman, he's going by the name William. He said the fish seemed unaffected by the piercing. He ate normally and it didn't weigh him down or affect his equilibrium.
Just floated sideways on top of the bowl like always.
Yeah, exactly. It's really nice.
I mean, goldfish never really last more than 3 weeks, right?
I don't know. I don't have any.
You can take good care of them, actually.
Well, if you put them in a real tank, but if you put them in like that glass bowl.
A little bowl, yeah. You got to be good about cleaning the water. It's a lot of work.
Right.
If you actually get a tank with bubbles and a filter, then they can last months, maybe even years.
Oh, yeah. They grow and they
most
get big.
people who get a goldfish are like 12 years old or younger.
Mm-hmm.
They get that little clear bowl.
Right.
You put a little crumpled up fish food in every day, and then somewhere between week 1 and 2, you wake up in the morning and they're floating on their side on the top of the bowl.
That's right. Because the water is now brown and you didn't change it. They couldn't breathe.
You cry for a couple of minutes.
Oh.
You flush them down the toilet. You say a nice word. You move on with your life.
Sounds like you got it all down.
Yes.
But some people have giant tanks and they take good care of them.
Yeah, but they don't put goldfish in those tanks, do they?
Yeah,
They put piranhas and real fish.
No, you put all kinds of fish in.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what else? So he pierced his fish's lip. That is probably not advised.
Well,
that's probably a little cruel.
That's one notch below putting little things that you catch outside in the microwave. Okay. Like a friend that I used to know used to do.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, that I can only imagine what's happening in his life right now. If he's not a serial killer, it would shock me. But anyway.
Well, T-Man, today's your lucky day, because here he is! Mr. No Name. I don't know how I found him.
Put the hatchet away! All right, what else? Real quick, what else?
This is actually kind of interesting. I guess with football season coming up.
Yeah.
According to the NFL, it's possible that some players have been throwing up gang signs during games.
Right.
So they're pretty worried about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk that Paul Pierce in an NBA game threw up a gang sign to Al Horford. What's his last name?
Yeah, I don't know.
They got in each other's faces, and then Paul Pierce, who has perhaps a background to be affiliated in a gang, he's from, I think, Englewood, California, so they are speculating that he threw up a gang sign at Al Horford. And now the NFL, which has always been over the top with, doing things in an overdone type fashion, are going to have like spotters on the sidelines to make sure that players aren't throwing up gang signs?
Well, yeah, they have actually hired experts to watch game footage and identify, quote, symbols, clothing, jewelry, or other items.
See, that is so
would signify an association with criminal gangs.
Doesn't that sound like a little unnecessary? Doesn't that sound like a little overdone?
Well,
so what if an NFL player throws up a gang sign? Who's going to know besides someone in a gang?
But the thing is,
my dad's not going to be sitting there going, "Oh, gang sign! Ruin the game for everyone."
The whole point is, you're a professional football player.
Yes.
You represent the league. That's not what they would deem professional
All right, but
behavior.
if you came from a background where you were once in a gang, if I was in a gang, I could imagine being happy for the guy who is now making millions of dollars. But I don't think I'm asking the world of him to throw up a gang sign every other game.
Well, but the thing,
you're rich. You don't need that.
But the thing
you got money now.
that is.
Well, if you're the player, you should acknowledge that, yeah, I'm rich now and I can buy anyone a Mercedes that asks, but I still got to remember where I came from.
Well, just take your people with you. Just don't leave them broke in the streets, And there you go. You're good.
But
they're not asking to be bought. They're not asking for you to buy them cars. They're just asking you to flash a sign to remind them that you remember where you're from.
I think they bought a house or a car or something before.
Well, they probably wouldn't turn away the house.
Yeah, before hey, throw it up in the game. We'll see it. Hey.
But the other thing too is
turn away a house. Yeah, I'm not actually the house. Just throw me a gang sign.
The other thing too, what's scary about that is, for those people who know what the gang signs are, it could be misconstrued or miscommunicated.
That's what people have been doing. People have been going. People have been going to YouTube. There's a video of Paul Pierce throwing up a sign, and you can't be sure as to whether it's a sign for the Cribs or I think that's what they're saying. He may have had an affiliation with back in the day, or he's just doing whatever. So, but the fact that it's so ambiguous, nobody knows. What's the big deal? Why does the NFL have to put experts out there to make sure that everything is so under wraps?
Well, I think that they have an enterprise that they have to keep safe from,
How does that keep it safe, though? I don't understand.
Well, I just think that
it's safe now, Bob.
Well, no, but
back to business as usual.
Okay, so you're in a multi-billion-dollar industry here, and
this isn't threatening the multi-billion-dollar industry. If somebody scores a touchdown,
you're in association with that. Oh, so if it's not threatening that, then why is Michael Vick in jail for his dog fighting thing? Because he grew up with that. I mean, you could justify all kinds of stuff.
Or what if somebody from like the rival side of the gang or whatever just happens to okay, you threw that up in the game. I see it. Bam. Son.
Yeah, here, let me
partner
now.
I'm going to take that chain.
You, like the NFL, are worried that this gets spiral out of control. I don't see it. I don't think it's a big deal if somebody flashed a sign. No one even knew what was being flashed.
Well, obviously somebody knew what Paul Pierce was doing because it came out.
And when nothing came...
We don't know that. Maybe something did.
I think this only makes it a story.
It does make people aware,
The fact that the NFL has now hired people, or quote-unquote experts, to be watching every move by NFL players to make sure that they're not wearing certain jewelry or certain colors or flashing certain signs, only then makes it an issue.
But wait, didn't Sean Taylor get shot, right?
Yeah, but there's no...
Maybe there was an association. We don't know that for sure. What's going on there?
Bad example, I think. He got robbed. I mean, it's not really gang-related.
You don't know that.
If you actually wanted to bring up a good example, you could bring up Darren Williams of the Denver Broncos.
I was going to. In Vegas, yes,
because there's been no speculation that Sean Taylor was in any way killed in any kind of gang-related incident. But Darren Williams, there has been talk that was gang-related. But I just think this is...
The NFL's a little over the top.
The NFL is always over the top with everything.
That's why they're called the No Fun League.
The NFL has a history of doing things way beyond the line.
So you just wanted a free-for-all?
I don't think there's any free-for-all going on.
Let's loosen up the rules and regs. Yeah, whatever you're doing, sure.
Be like the last Boy Scout where the guy brings a gun in the game and shoots
why not?
him.
Come on, let's do it.
I didn't see the movie.
Cockamamie movie. Somebody shot someone during a game. So stupid.
We will take a break. We'll come back. 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
See, why can't women be more like Cynthia, who gets turned on when she knows men are baiting the stick, Terry? Yeah, Cynthia, good morning. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh, you're there. Hi, Cynthia. What can we do for you, baby?
Yes, make a comment on Nicole and his wife.
Yes. Nico and his wife. What about him?
I think that all to get mad at their men for catching them to masturbate. Personally, that turns me on.
Yes, I heard something about that. Well, that is very, very big of you, Cynthia.
I mean, like, me and my boyfriend, my goodness, it's like, he doesn't have to do it while
we haven't touched each other ever. We just touch ourselves and stare at one another through our 4-year relationship. Well, that's wonderful, Cynthia. Congratulations on that. Schwager, good morning. Hello.
Wow.
Hello, G.
How are you?
Found out my sister's pregnant.
Well, I mean, come on. Isn't it overdue? What is she, 17?
24 almost.
24. Okay, well then obviously it's like a decade overdue then. So, I mean, considering you and her were raised in the trailer park scene, don't you feel kind of happy that it didn't happen before 24 or what?
I am kind of happy about it, but...
Your mom's been in and out of jail. Your sister did a pretty good job of keeping her womb clean for this long, huh?
Well, she doesn't know who the dad is.
She doesn't know who the dad is.
Sweet.
Does she have it narrowed down to like a top 5?
And the dad's name's either Nick or Taco.
She's narrowed it down between Nick and Taco?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably go Nick for 200. I don't know if I need to be having a connection to Taco for my entire life, if I could steer away from that. I don't know. What do you think, Terry? Would you rather go Nick or Taco? Taco Supreme?
Neither.
Are you being serious? You really has a difficult time trying to figure out who the dad is?
Yeah.
So in other words, there's a guest spot on the Maury Show waiting for you in the next couple of months.
No kidding.
Yeah, and she's 6 months. I mean, not 6 months, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Is the Maury Show still on the air, Terry? Maury
Yes. Oh.
Bigger than ever.
Maury Bones is bigger than ever?
Oh, yeah.
Really? But daytime TV as a whole is pretty much down, right?
Not the people who don't work. They love it.
But overall ratings. Overall ratings are...
I don't think they've ever been ratings driven. I mean, you know, it's who it is.
Yeah.
And Maury Povich is still...
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
And for you, Taco, you are not the father.
Well,
I told you.
How excited will he be not knowing that he's not connected to the Schwager family the rest of his life?
Maury, it could be just one other guy.
Look at the flip side. Someone in Schwager's family is having sex.
Yeah.
Schwagers, it bother you that your sister is all up and getting, full-on sex happening, and when you haven't touched a boob at age 23 now, or what?
I'm 22, and she's been at it since she was 14.
Yeah, why such the disparity between you and your sister? Your sister's been having sex since 14. You haven't tongue-kissed a woman at age 22.
Yeah, man, that's life. That's how it is for me.
Well, it could be different.
Yeah, it still doesn't explain it to us, though. Maybe that is all the explanation you need, but we're still a little confused. You're what?
I'm the oddball.
You're the oddball.
Or you could say that you're the smartest
if you were the
one.
oddball, you'd have an education.
So your sister, you have knowledge that she's been having sex since 14.
Yeah.
So it was accurate in me saying this is pretty fortunate that a good decade has gone by and this is the first you have to talk about your sister being pregnant, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what happened to the last boyfriend she had that used to knock her around? Is he out of the picture or what?
He is gone.
He's gone.
There's been no word of him since incident.
Well, that would be bad if she got all pregnant from the guy who used to beat her up, right?
Yeah.
So to your knowledge, these guys don't punch her in the face, right?
Yes.
They punch her in other spots, but not the face.
Do you know both these guys?
Yeah. Do you know Taco and, who is it, Eric?
Nick.
Nick.
Do you know Taco and Nick? And if so, do you have a rooting preference?
A rooting kook.
Unfortunately, the preference is Taco.
Really? Going to be waving the Taco pom-poms over the next couple of months?
Yeah.
Hoping that he turns out to be the dad. Why are you rooting for Taco? Just a better guy or what?
A better guy. He is the better guy.
Better guy because he's nicer to you or because he's nicer to your sister from what you see?
Nicer to my sister.
He's nicer to your sister.
So he's a little soft.
He's a soft Taco.
I know. It's too easy. It's not even funny.
It was.
I got a kick out of it.
Thank you very much. One person laughed.
Anyway, and the other guy, Nick, is just kind of rude at times to your sister or just not as nice as Taco or what?
Just not as nice, and there's been a few things that I think, my sister should just stay away from him.
Really? Has he hit your sister like the last guy or no?
No, it's more of dropping her off at home.
Yeah.
When she is, going into shock due to, I think, a drug, and he just rolls off.
So he should have the decency when he knows your sister's going into shock from the drugs that they've been taking to at least spend a couple extra minutes with her.
Or tell her what's going on.
Or what?
Well, he just dropped her off and bailed.
Man, the life of trailer park people.
I know.
They're funny.
It's not too much for Schwager to ask. Did the boyfriend stick around while she's going into drug-induced shock?
Yeah, could you just tell me what drug you shot her up with so that we can tell the hospital when we get there?
Stick around and roll me a joint so I can chill out.
What happened was she was on the prescribed one, and she accidentally took that with alcohol.
Accidentally, right.
Accidentally. Ooh, let's try this.
And she did that with Nick. Yeah, that would have me rooting for Taco. Probably if Taco has yet to, abandon his girlfriend when she was going into a drug-induced shock.
Taco's no chicken.
Yeah. Do either of these guys have a job or at least have some sort of a life?
Okay, let's not ask the world of these people.
Oh, okay, too much. You're right.
I believe they both have a job.
Okay, Schwager, hang on. I got to take a break, all right? I'm up against a hard break. Schwager's playing brother-in-law roulette. Not that any hope of marriage is going to take place, but still, in some sense, he's going to be a pseudo brother-in-law, so he's now with a rooting interest for Taco.